Okay, everybody, started. Which thank you all for coming. I don't know what else, if anybody else is going to show up right now or not. Um, just trying to figure this out. Hey, Sean. Hey, Cliff. Thank you for coming. Let me see here. Get somebody up here. Hey, Skinner Farms, how you doing? I got to turn off some lights here behind me, so bear with me. Sorry, bud. I'll turn on these lights in front of me. Guys, bear with me here. I got to get the lights on. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go. Had to switch out the lights. Oh, cool. Well, I wish to thank everybody for coming. And for those of you who know the situation about our lack of domicile due to the new place we were supposed to move into, the landlord backed out at the last minute, and we're trying to figure things out. Last night, North Shore Preparedness and Fox Outdoors and others amazingly helped us out greatly. So we're saying thank you. It does take us out of the hot seat right now, but we're still trying. Hey, Susan, thank you for coming. He's live? Oh, I didn't realize he was live. I was just going on, just trying to say thank you to everybody. How you doing, Mallory? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. My family appreciates it. Um, if you want to come up, please do. There's so much we going on right now. Where we just got home not 20 some minutes ago from trying to get our stuff moved out of the garage at the place we were supposed to move into, and we were exhausted. Ignore that. Thank you, Susan. I really appreciate it. Um, we are exhausted, and we're not even done yet. We still got 2 more loads. We tried to find a U-Haul that would allow us to move everything with 2 vehicles, but everything's booked at the beginning of the month, apparently. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? We're trying. That's all I can say. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Hey, Mom. Thank you for coming. Love Raid from North Shore. Thank you. Lizzie Mae Dizzy, thank you for coming. Tell him thank you. He is amazing. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting a raid. I was just going to say thank you for everybody. Mad Shad, brother, you are an amazing person. Thank you for helping us. Mike W., thank you for coming. I hope so, Sean. I really do. I was talking with Cliff and my wife earlier, and maybe we're going to try to, instead of just trying to find a temporary place, we're just going to go jump in with both feet, fill out applications for buying a place. Hey, Lone Star Pioneering, thank you for coming. And yes, my lovely bride. Amara Maraj, thank you for coming. Uper, thank you for coming. Southern Boy, hey brother, how you doing? And I think we're just going to try to fill up paperwork to see what we can get a loan. The places around here are just way above our pay grade for the most part, monthly wise. Hey, Rebecca, Gigi, thank you for coming and thank you for your help. Rebecca, thank you for coming. Cosmic, thank you for coming. Jean, hey, thank you. Faith, thank you for coming. And anybody else who comes in. Havya, how you doing? Gray Sky, thank you for coming. S. Morth, love from Iowa. Mrs. Plummer, thank you for coming. Sean, you rock, brother. Molly, hey. Oh man, this is amazing. I just wanted to say thank you. The help that you guys have given me and my family, I just can't even begin to state, um, with Sean, Cliff, Johnny, Gigi, everybody who donated and everything. I want to say thank you. We're still we're trying to use the money wisely. We ended up spending about 300 on it just to get a storage unit to put our stuff in today. And thank you, Susan. I really appreciate it. But it's a little far from work since I don't have a job there. I told my wife about that one. A farm in New York.
Yeah.
Too far?
Yeah, mine is a little.
Yeah, Jenny says it's just a little far. Happy Two Bears, thank you for coming. Raven's Heart, how you doing? What's that?
Keys were in there.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you all. I really appreciate it. I try to be, Sean. Gigi says hi. Knife Maker, thank you. Glenn, thank you. If anybody's interested in coming up, I greatly appreciate it. Thank people. Thank you for coming, Jenny, Janelle, and Bonnie. I can milk farm cows. I haven't milked a cow since I was 10 or 11, and that was at my aunt's farm in Arkansas. Oh, he's doing okay. You can't see him. He's actually right behind me in bed.
Wore out.
He's really wore out. He put a lot of work into him today. Thank you, Mom. I really appreciate it. Yes, North Shore does rock. Love you too, guys. Love you guys too. It's just amazing. Well, as we actually had milking machines, so I kind of cheated, but that's about it. But that remember, I'm 50 some years old, and I did it when I was 11, so that's a long time ago. Ian, he loves pepperoni. That's the thing he loves. Thank you, Mallory. I really appreciate it. Hey, Skip. Hey, Scott. You rock, Sean. I mean, without your help, we would not be where we are here. You and Gigi and everybody else. Johnny even donated some of his beer money. And yeah, that's saying someone. Johnny gives up some of his beer money. I will try, Chad. I really appreciate it. The money you helped us with has helped us keep us in food and everything else. Mind the Pepsi. But that's what keeping me going, trying to get all that stuff moved. Yeah, but for Johnny, that's a big deal when he donates his beer money. Yes, we do, Southern Boy. That's what we do. And I hope when I get back on my feet and get my logo processed properly, I will get some stickers made and I will send out thank you stickers to anybody and everybody. Yes, it is, Sherry. I hope so too, Carol. I really do. Good luck on your stream, Sean, and I thank you for coming. More moving, Lori. That's on our plate tomorrow. We've got at least 2 more trailer loads. I've got a logo up here at the upper right of my screen. Trail Trash Outdoors. I came up with a logo. He updated it to this one, and Mallory cleaned it up for me, and she's going to do some more work on it if I get the original. But I think it's a good, and unless anybody has any better ideas, I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, it explains who I am, what I do. I love you too, Sean. I really do. I will do my best. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. Lone Star, what are you putting on your truck? Oh, you put your sticker on the truck? Okay, that'd be cool. Take care, Chad. I really appreciate you for coming. Thank you. It was I started off with one design, and Travis made it better. And Mallory even upped the ante, and she's gonna once she gets the original, then she's probably going to help me even improve it even more. Thank you, Mallory. I really appreciate it. Well, I'm glad you like it, Southern Boy. I do my best. I mean, I just try to treat it like, me talking to a family, and that's what you guys are. Oh, I will. Oh, man, if we ever get a place, I'm going to probably need help moving in. If you want to help me do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. I know, Susan. Thank you. It's a little far from Iowa, though. I've been working, or I worked for 11 years, and Jenny's at 13,
Oh,
12. Well, 12. Yes, yes, I do. Give give me a moment. I'll get that up for you. I wasn't planning on putting it up today, but thank you. I can do that. Uh, please forgive me. I am trying to do things. Um, if you guys see another name up here when you go to this link, bear with me. That's the name I was born with, but not the one I go by. Give me a second. There we go. Holy cow. Thank you, Michael. We're over 600. I didn't even put anything up yet. Okay, thank you. Let me see here. Where's the? I'm trying to figure this out, so bear with me. I don't usually do this. Where do I put that? I don't know. Oh, crikey. I had it before. Um, uh, okay. PayPal.me/Kincaid. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah. Thank you, Mallory, for putting that up. I just blanked. Thank you. We used to raise horses, Susan, when we were kids. took care. I learned how to curry horses, all that stuff. But that was, oh my gosh, 48 years ago. I also have a GoFundMe up and a Cash App thing. I think I need to. They're in my about page of my. Okay, Drake. This is what happened. Our lease ran out at our old place. We moved out. We had a place picked out. Landlord. We gave the landlord money, and a half an hour before we were supposed to move in, he says, "No, I don't want you to move in." And thank you, Carol. I really appreciate you for coming. I'm sure we will. And about half an hour before we moved in, he said, "No, I'm not. I don't want you moving in." And that's after we already moved all our entire household into the garage, getting ready to move in, and which means no house to move back to, no house to move into, which means we're homeless. Yeah. So we're in a hotel in West Des Moines, Iowa, for the duration. We're here through the 4th right now. Yes, I know, Susan. I mean, that'd be awesome to do farm work again, but I'm a little out of practice. I'm more of an archer than horse wrangler and farmer, but I have a family who has to agree with me. So if you guys want to check out my links I have in my bio of my thing, please feel free to do so. I'm doing my best to figure things out with my family and do what's best for them. With G2's help and Mad Shad and Cliff and Sean and Mallory and everybody else who's helped along the way, it makes it easier. I mean, we're not out of the woods by no means, but we're better off than where we were because we went from yesterday afternoon with no money whatsoever to being where we're at least we're safe. We're where we are not living in our vehicle. So that part is good. I'm gonna try to do what's best for my family and anybody else. If All right, Mallory, thank you for coming and thank you for your help. Well, thank you for the offer, Susan. We still got an offer for a farm in New York.
Okay,
That's not an okay to go, but
that's an okay that
thank you for the offer.
if worst comes to worst.
Come here. You got to tell them. They can't really see or hear you from there.
I'm not getting up.
You're not getting up. There you go, hon. Jenny's arm is so swollen. He gave us half of the deposit back initially, which was about $600, and the rest we were supposed to get back as soon as we finish up getting everything out of the garage. That won't be until tomorrow. We're going to save every cent back in hopes to find a place to move to. It's still, with the prices around here, it's not going to be much. Well, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it. As much my wife is, I hate to say this, she's got a black thumb when it comes to growing things. It was a stage whisper. But it's
I
true.
can still hear you.
We haven't lost our sense of humor. No, we each of us have got our skills. I've grown things before in small gardens and stuff, and Jenny has raised rabbits growing up and things like that. So we can do that. I still hunt. I still got my ability to do that with my bows and other things. And with the help of you guys, we're going to continue to be able to be safe, which is really cool. Thank you, Skinner Farms. I understand that, but my job, I have a full-time job here. Don't feel bad, hun. Drake's girlfriend can kill a cactus.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad. But you're better than that.
Oh God, there's someone can kill the cactus.
Well, we got a cactus.
He ain't doing so hot right now.
Oh well, he's.
He's in move shock.
Thank you, Prepper
Is
Brian.
he really?
I really appreciate it. I'm not used to asking for help or anything like that, but if you feel you can, thank you. Any and all help is greatly appreciated. Gordon, thank you. Okay. I don't want to, speed everything up. But thank you, Mom, for coming. I really appreciate it. Your prayers are welcome if you can't help us, like, monetarily. If, the offer for work on the farm, if work came to that, I would definitely consider it. Bless you as well, Brian. I really appreciate it. Pappy Tabears, thank you. Okay. Oh. Thank you. I want to give back as much as I can, and I don't know how to thank you guys. I don't know what exactly I can do to say other than bless you and thank you and love you all. I actually work at an alcohol distribution warehouse in Urbandale, Iowa. I, been there 11 years. I make really good money. It just apparently not enough. And Jenny works in a orthopedic shoe store in West Des Moines, and she does medical coding and billing for that company. But her company is a lot smaller than mine. She's got like 5 people in her whole shop. Hey, Lua B, thank you for last night and all the help you've helped do since yesterday. We will. My wife is also a veteran, so we're both veterans. I'm Air Force Army. She's Air Force. It's all I've ever done is just work towards trying to take care of them and keep bills paid, food on the table. Do whatever I can. I mean, trying to feed a 15-year-old boy, oh my gosh, it's hard. And on top of that, we also have our cat with us. He's right there. Max says thank you as well. Please forgive the mask. When we go down to the lobby, we have to wear it. I'm not a ramen fan, Drake. My son and wife love ramen, but it's too salty for me, and I have a bad heart, so I can't really do anything with that much salt. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one thing if I was 23, it wouldn't bug me as much, but I'm 53 and I've got a family to take care of. Um, and the last week, which is really funny, well, not so much funny as Jenny broke her elbow last week. I get a concussion this week, and everything else, and try to move, and then not move, then move. Trying to, man, have to give you a headache. Yeah, I'm not sure if I still have the bump. Yeah, it was right there. I knocked my noggin pretty good. The doc, we went to the neurologist, said it was a major concussion. Yeah. So thank you all. That's where we're at. We've got 2 loads down today, moving out of the garage into the storage unit, which costs about $300. And we got what else do we do? We got just the 2 loads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got about 2 more tomorrow. Yeah, about 2 more to go. And we're going to figure out where we're going to go with where we're going to put our trailer because it won't fit in the storage unit. I'm sorry to say, because we have an 8 by 15, 8 by 16 trailer or 18 trailer, something like that. You know, Pappy, it was a lot easier when I was in the service. I didn't have to worry about where I was sleeping. I'm sure Jenny understands that too. And all you lovely people out there who whose hearts are so big. Yes, my love.
Let them know that if ever in Iowa,
And we have a place.
and we have a place, you don't have to pay for a hotel.
Hawaii Volcano Squad, how you doing? Nope, no football scrimmages for me, Hawaii. Not that I ever played football, mind you. I'm not much of a football fan. I'm more of an archery fan. And my wife says, is if we ever, when we finally get a house of our own, our place to go, and any of you are in Iowa and need a place to crash, you got Crash Base. And she even says she'll even make her meatloaf for you too. Sorry, I had to volunteer that one, hon.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Of course.
Okay, good. So there you go. A place to crash and a homemade meal, hot meal. When we get settled, but my big thing I want to do when I get everything settled and we're on our feet, I am going to make, Drake says, meatloaf, get some stickers made of my logo, which is up here in the upper right of the screen, and send out stickers as thank yous. with thank you notes. Ooh, ouch. Me, I was reaching down for something one of my son's rock collection, and apparently I hit a 1960s shop cabinet with my head. Oh, I've been having to move out of a place that we were promised we were supposed to get, and they decided at the last minute, no, we do not want to wish to rent to you, and backed out. Yes, I had a CT scan on Monday, right?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Had a CT. No, was it Monday?
Yeah, I think it was Monday.
Yeah, Monday. Monday I had a CT scan.
Beginning of the week.
Well, then I went to the regular doctor on Tuesday, the follow up, and they said no internal injuries, but they can't really show concussions. The neurologist said it was a major concussion, so because I couldn't concentrate to save my life. I mean, the headache, constant headaches, and other things. Let's see if I can get anybody to come up here with me and chat. I'd really appreciate it if you could. Yeah, Sean's.
Hey, nothing but love. Okay.
So just saying, just popped in on Sean's show. Just say thank you. Just thank you, Brian. I will definitely come to your channel, Brian. If you give me a second here, I can actually find you and sub to you myself, because anybody is willing to help take care of me, I will take care of them. There you go. You just gained a new subscriber. I'm number 132. Ooh, that must suck, Drake. Let's see how Sean's room. Oh, he's in there. I'm just popping in and checking out his too. Oh no. His dog ate half a chocolate cake.
Oh, that's not.
I hope you induced vomiting there, Drake. Because chocolate can kill dogs. It wasn't a chocolate lab, is it? That would be so ironic. Sorry for not talking. I was just looking at something. Half lab. Okay. That's cool. I'm sorry, I just started checking to see who everybody's doing. Well, Drake, I hate to say this. It's going to take me a little bit more time to get you my knives to have you put new sheaths and handles and stuff on. Because, yeah, we don't have a house right at the moment. And I'm not sure where everything is right now. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Ooh. I'm sorry to hear that, Drake. Drake said that he's not so much worried about the chocolate as the cream cheese filling that he's going to be picking up colon blow before church in the morning. I'd like to thank you all for your help this evening and yesterday. And my family, there are no words except bless you. And I hope all the best for you guys. And hopefully in the future, we can return the favor. And all those who had helped us, I don't know what to say. That's okay, Drake. Maybe one of these days I'll find all my knives because I really need some new sheaths for them because since I'm left-handed, right-handed sheaths just don't work. So how is Jeff this evening? Well, Drake, at least you have a destination to go to. We don't even have a destination yet. We've been looking all over. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to see what Sean's saying.
They're restricting travel between the provinces. I didn't know that they were restricting travel within the province in BC. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Thank you very much for the update on that. Vester, well, hello. How do you do? It's good to see you.
Sorry, just listening to.
But that's what I love radio, guys. For those who don't know, I would never.
Listen to Sean's stream. Glad to hear it.
Just an opportunity to help write.
Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate it. My family appreciates it. We are holding up right now. We're not on the street, as you can see behind me. We're in a hotel. Been here in this hotel since Monday or Sunday, last week, but different rooms because we have our son back. We checked out, checked back in the same day.
All right. I'm better now. Thank you.
I will, Pappy. I definitely will.
Shared out a whole bunch of positivity.
And
I'm better.
excuse me.
I was pretty tired and drained last night's live stream.
We have been.
It was for a very, very good cause.
How you doing, Hawaii? How you doing, sir? Let me mute Sean here.
Ian Myers.
How you doing, sir?
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
All right. So you had some moving accidents.
Oh, not just moving accidents. We actually had, moved out of the old place, getting ready to move in the new place. Half an hour before we were supposed to move in, he says, "No, I'm not renting to you." And
You didn't have a signed agreement yet.
we were supposed to sign the paperwork and he's supposed to give us the keys that day. He backed out at the last minute,
Okay.
even though we've already given him $1,200.
Well, I'm sure you got your money back, right?
We got half of it because we were storing our stuff in the garage. We got 2 big trailer loads out because this is our entire house was in the garage from our old place. And today we moved 2 full trailer loads, and we've got at least 2 more to go tomorrow. We just ran out of time, and it started getting dark, and I didn't want to. We were exhausted, and but Jenny has a busted elbow. I'm recovering from a concussion, and my boy's not. He's not used to that kind of work yet. My landlord's reason, Drake, is that fact is the house wasn't ready, and the other group was he didn't know us good enough to rent to us, which is weird.
Well, with all the eviction bans, I mean,
So that place we didn't want to stay there. That was too. I mean, the guy was harassing my wife and everything else. I didn't want to stay there. Either that or I would probably did something that would put me in jail, and I'd rather not do that because he's not worth it. So we removed ourselves from the situation like we were supposed to, and we thought we had a place to move to. We didn't. So right now every cent we've got is maintaining where we're at right now. I get paid on Friday. My wife gets paid the Tuesday after that. I'm trying to save the money that we've been blessed with towards trying to get a down payment on a new place, but nothing yet.
yeah, it's hard because nobody wants to rent to anybody. I can tell you that I wouldn't take $1 from anybody to let them on my land. I mean, I just Airbnb does. They're the only people that pay me. If I took $1 from somebody, there's to let them stay at my place. There's no legal way I could ever get them out because the governor banned eviction. So why would I make a deal where somebody could move onto my property? They don't have to pay any rent, and they never ever have to leave.
Well,
there's no legal way I can make them leave. So,
right. Tamara, thank you for your help. We're letting you know. Thank you. We got the money. Thank you. It helps. She don't put some money in my PayPal, and I wanted to thank her. I think it was PayPal. I'm not sure which, or was it? I can't remember. It was either that or GoFundMe or something. I can't remember all the stuff, but we're trying to get money together so we can get a deposit and everything. But the places here are just outrageous. You think in the middle of Iowa it wouldn't be that bad. It's bad because no one wants to rent. So we decided, I came up with the idea of possibly just putting the effort forth and filling out the paperwork to try to get a loan through the FHA loans and buy a house. And just hopefully
one way.
That might be our only option at the moment. Because that way I'm getting tired of being pushed around and bullied and everything by landlords. My family doesn't deserve it. I don't deserve it.
If you buy some real estate, you'll get pushed around by the government, and politicians who keep wanting to raise your taxes.
Well, I mean, taxes aside, I mean, it's only money, but you know, still be my house. You know, death and taxes, the only two things you have to deal with in the United States. So, among other things, but at least I would have a bed that was mine in a house that was mine, and that kind of thing. But that takes time, and I hope we have it. We had G2 who helped us out. We had Tamara who had helped. And Johnny donated his beer money, which is like an amazing thing. So, yeah, Tamara, it is outrageous. We've been looking all day, and it's not just the monthly rent; it's the deposit too. So whatever the monthly rent could be reasonable for us, say about $700. We got to come up with $1,400, and as of right now, we only have half that, and most places won't touch it because we actually have to have a place that allows cats. Thank you for coming, Lodestar. I really appreciate you for being here, and you will get some rest, sir. Love you. Thank you for coming. Oh man, sorry for ranting. I'm just or rambling. I'm not sure which it is.
Probably rambling.
Okay, my wife says it's rambling. So I don't know what it's like there in Hawaii, other than not here, or how expensive places are to rent or whatever.
Yeah,
more expensive there.
Well, the cost of living is right now. I have problems trying to find a couch.
A couch?
Yeah, I have this old schlumpy fake leather couch that's peeling that came with the place. You know,
right.
They sold it to me for $20 or something, and it's like when I bought the house, and I wanted to get a leather one, and I went shopping in town for a sectional with like an attached ottoman, and it's like there's the shipping problems and there's the manufacturing problems. Apparently everybody in America is stuck at home, sitting on their couch, watching TV, collecting government checks, and everybody wants a new couch in the country. So like Lazy Boy and everybody else is like 10 months behind, and then all the shipping containers are pretty much full up and spoken for, so there's no way to ship anything anywhere. And right. It's like, I mean, basically they said you could order something and hopefully you'll like it when it gets here, but if you get the right configuration and measurements, and it's like 10 months before anything will get here if you order it today. And so it's like, yeah, I'm stuck with the old schlumpy couch.
Well, I can understand that. I mean, you could always try and do a futon setup, but I'm not sure if you'd really want to go that route.
Well, I mean, I wanted a nice leather couch to replace this thing, and it's just not going to happen. So, unless I like kill a cow, do the tanning, and build it myself, which is
right. You know what's really freaky? I was just thinking that same thing.
What?
What he just said.
Really, my wife was thinking the same exact thing. Yeah, Drake says, "I guess you're admitted on the island."
Yeah. So yeah, I spent all day getting the place ready for the people that just checked in about an hour ago, and it's a lot of work and under the gun and time pressure, and but it's a steady income, so I just no use complaining about it. Just plow through it.
Right.
And I went online looking for some kind of hot melt on Amazon, hot melt glue stick to use on my to put the seating inserts for the arrowheads on my carbon arrows. So I just got something that said archery and glue stick from Amazon. To order that.
I actually, I don't have my archery gear here with me. I've actually have a friend storing my gear for me. What kind of hot melt are you using?
Right now, I didn't have anything. I was gonna use just crazy glue, but
No, you don't want to do that.
yeah. So I watched, before I did anything, I watched a few videos on YouTube, and so then I decided to go look at Amazon and try and find something that said archery and hot melt stick, and then I'll just have to go get my propane torch is just too big for the job. I have like a Red Dragon propane torch. I don't have a little small one. I have like one for flame weeding. So
Right.
I need to get a scaled down version for that. And when the let's see, I think the one I'm gonna order up, I don't know, it was just something that said archery and
Can I make a suggestion?
what's that?
Check out threeriversarchery.com. They have some really good Easton Quick Bond insert glue for about $11.99.
Is it all the same? Is there a difference? I mean, stick of glue is a stick of glue, right?
No, it's not. It's actually made to bond with carbon arrows, not just, the kind of glue that sticks a couple projects together. And it also forms a better bond that doesn't just rattle loose once you try to, you hit something once or twice.
Right. Okay.
That way it's a dedicated archery use item. That way it's made for doing the job that you want it to do. And the quick set one it's a liquid thing that's a couple drops, let it set, done. And you don't have to worry about it being too where you can't change out the inserts if you need to or anything like that. Hey CJ, thank you for coming.
I'm making little steps, tiny steps towards the archery thing. I'm more of a gun guy, but I am making little steps towards doing it. So yeah, I'll go to Three Rivers. It's just I've been too busy to do anything.
Well, like I said, they're a really good company. They've been around for years, and their equipment is good. They even have a YouTube channel here on YouTube. You should check it out. Any and all their equipment and gear that they use, they do a little video on it. It's here. And
it's just for going online and looking at videos. But I mean, I'm here, so I'm like having a coffee after I did all the stuff I'm supposed to do today.
Yeah, I had 2 cups of coffee this morning. It wasn't enough.
I just got a couple of days ago Keurig Elite,
Right?
And so it's like it's nice that I mean I've got like a big regular old fashioned coffee pot that a metal one that's like all you need to do is stick it on some coals and it'll work, or I've got French press, a couple of those, but it's really convenient to just be able to push a button and get a cup of coffee. It's because it's less work, less cleaning up after, and just push a button and bang.
I know we have a Keurig too,
and
we just can't use it at the moment.
It's in storage somewhere.
Your room here.
Is it in storage somewhere?
Oh, it's sitting right next to you.
It's sitting right next to us, but we misplaced the reservoir. It's in our gear somewhere. We don't know where it is. We're going to try to find it tomorrow.
I know that feeling when it's like, you have something somewhere like in a box and you're just not sure which one. Oh.
Yeah. But we actually used our Keurig for more than just coffee, because any item that required you to use hot water for, we used our Keurig for. And like we get instant mashed potatoes. They needed a couple cups of hot water. Use that. Boom, done. Didn't have to boil anything. Didn't have to nuke anything.
I usually do that in a pan and then boil some water. I mean, but yeah, for like tea or hot chocolate, it's I use it for that. And but
South Florida,
I've
not
been
yet.
a while,
Sorry
so.
for interrupting. I just answering South Florida. You asked the question about. He was here last night. No, not getting better. We got a couple loads moved, but not all the way out. We'll probably get everything done by tomorrow. But then we still are in the same boat we were when he told us, "No, you can't move here." We're in this room, at least through the fourth. G2 paid for. She paid for our room, which there are no words. That's all I can say. Sorry for interrupting.
That's all right. I probably wasn't saying anything important anyway. But
Oh, you were, but I just the stress has been through the roof here so far.
yeah, I totally get that. That's why I'm so happy where I am right now. There's like the only stress I have is just getting the place cleaned for the next.
Yeah, you own your place, which is different.
But I went through the stress of selling the condo so I could get this place and moving, and the mover showed up like the day I was supposed to move, and when he saw exactly how many steps I was on the top floor and how much stuff I had to move, he was like, "Forget it, I'm out of here."
Right.
So I had to go through the whole thing with him on that one, you do learn over time how to not, when you have heart issues, you learn how to just not let everything let your mental state just go over the top nutso to like total.
Don't let the depression take over. I've been trying to be strong, and
it's not so much strong. It's being able to keep an even keel and put your just realize that you're going to get through it. It's not like your heart stopped beating or you can't breathe or something important.
Well, I've been where my heart had trouble beating because I have a heart condition.
Yeah, I mean,
I know what it's like.
I know I've been there, and I survived a quadruple bypass and showing up to the emergency room and not being able to breathe. And so yeah, you have to learn how to not get upset over things that would usually make you upset or that used to make you upset.
Right.
I mean, even if somebody like attacked me and tried to kill me, I wouldn't get upset about it. I would deal with it. And they would die, but I wouldn't get upset about it.
Oh, Jeff had a triple bypass too. And all I had was a stent put in myself. I got lucky. But I had a 90% blockage in one of my arteries.
Once you get by with a stent for a 90% blockage, wow.
Yeah.
And if your arteries, though, it wasn't like all of them or something.
No, just one. I just, was just slowly. It's just apparently it just slowly built up into it almost blocked out. I actually took myself to the ER 5 times before they caught me, and they put me a stent in. And next thing you know, my energy levels went back, and I started backpacking after that, and all this other stuff. Then I started getting into my YouTube channel again, which
you get your life back. You get your life back.
Yeah. And my wife didn't lose me, so that's really cool. My son didn't lose me. Oh, and here comes Sean.
Yeah, you get to do all those plans and things that you want to do.
Yeah, well, thank you for helping me, Sean. I really, 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 really appreciate it.
Colin, please don't give it a second thought. It's my privilege to be able to do so. I would be remiss.
I'm thanking you anyway because that's who I am.
I would be remiss if I didn't hold up a brother or a sister.
Well, you did that and more. And it's not just me thanking you. I can just go over here and say, "Hun, what do you tell Sean?"
Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome, Jen.
And just to let you know, G2 paid for our room through the 4th. So we're covered for at least a few days. here
G2 is
at
awesome.
Oakland. And oh man,
Wonderful, wonderful
we've got a
people in the
couple
community.
truckloads of our, a couple trailers of our stuff out of the garage we're supposed to move out of now, and we'll finish up tomorrow. And hopefully he gives us the rest of our deposit back, which we're going to put towards our new place whenever we can find one, and go from there. And so many of you, your followers, and our friends, and
That's family.
yes, that's family.
I mean, it just seems to me that in Iowa, you ought to be able to rent a barn or something like that because there's so many
Nope,
farms
sir.
everywhere.
I hate to say this. Just because it's Iowa doesn't mean we all live on farms.
But I mean, somebody with a barnyard ought to have somebody with a farm ought to have an empty barnyard.
Barns are cold.
Did you not know? But you know how much farms go for here in Iowa? Millions. Even a small one, they go for millions here because it's farmland. Teresa, we're holding steady. We're not out of the woods, but we're holding steady, and that's better than being nowhere. And that's better than I thought we were going to be.
That's what I was trying to help prevent, is you being nowhere. And
Yeah.
I mean, by God's good grace, you were able to get a hotel room, and it's only after that I had an opportunity to help. So, I'm blessed to be able to help.
And one of the things we ended up having to use some of the money for was we rented a storage unit to store our stuff in. So basically we're moving it from one garage to another. And we don't, we got it for a month, and hopefully before that month is out, we have another place we can move to, but we don't know yet because we were looking all day. It's kind of hard to move and look at the same time.
I knew you'd be busy today, so I didn't reach out or text you. I knew you'd be busy and probably exhausted. I didn't expect you to be live streaming.
I wanted to say thank you, as let people know what's going on and saying thank you. So
You're
many
welcome.
of you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't like to see a brother in this way, but what it does is it lays a blessing upon me to be able to help.
Yeah, as Tamara posted out here, in Iowa, $1,000 an acre is not, that's cheap if you get $1,000 an acre. And I mean, but Iowa land is extremely expensive.
It's more expensive here. Like a quarter acre has been going for, or half an acres have been going for like 36, 37, 40,000.
Exactly.
My neighborhood.
Half an acre here goes for $500,000.
Yeah, something like that.
With no house on it.
Well, that's why when we were starting our look anyway, when we knew we were going to be moving, and we were going to buy a plot of land. Okay, there's a 6-acre lot in Newton, Iowa, for $105,000 for 6 acres.
Wow.
And another one near Indianola, a 5.5 acre lot for $100,000. I mean, that's the thing, we have to deal with here in Iowa.
And the thing about it is too, okay, my brother's in Michigan. And they're his wife and their kids are looking for a place that they can all move in together. They can buy and move in together. So it's got to be big enough and spacious enough to so that they can have their own separation and privacy and things like that. But I mean, and so in the price brackets they're looking in, which is sort of around the 150 mark, they'll go and see a place, and then they'll debate about it. They'll knock the idea around for the evening, and by the time they go to put in their bid, it's already sold.
Right.
So
And
you got to be
like
Johnny on the spot and pull the trigger.
There's one right here. It's like in Newton, Iowa, 9.13 acres, $1.7 million for 9 acres.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's why we want to, when we go for looking at a place, we're looking at the worst land you could find. And hopefully we find water, because that's all I care about. I don't care what it looks like, as long as there's trees and water, I can put in a house.
CB over there in the chat saying bidding wars. And I'll tell you about bidding wars, what's going on up here. And I'm just outside of Toronto. I'm on the fringe. Like there's 2 minutes that way, there's cornfields. 2 minutes that way, there's cornfields. But it's houses all around. And the houses that are being built, they're $1 million to start. And that's a postage stamp, a 2-story, 3 to 4 bedroom. Okay. But yeah, 38% price increase here in Canada, at least anyways, over the last year, for sure. And that's exactly what's happening. So people will put a sign on their lawn. If they're going to sell their place, they'll put a realtor sign there, and it'll say, it'll have a sticker on it, coming soon. Okay, so that might sit there for a couple of weeks. And once the place does go up for sale, places are being sold for 150 or 250,000 over asking.
Right.
You can't buy a place for 150,000. That's how much over asking places are selling for.
That's why like on Zillow, like I said, we're looking at some of the worst places available. And
If you want to move to New York City, I hear that you could get, basically everything there is, everybody's like running away from there. So,
and one of the things we're trying not to do is getting in places that are going to be eventually going to be housing, like places that we're going to have like HOAs and stuff like that. I don't want to buy a lot in a housing unit type situation. Those are worse than anything else.
All we've got here is a road management association, and it's like $115 a year, and hopefully they don't screw things up too bad.
Right, I can understand that. We got 6 acres for $105,000, which is not bad. And if we get a loan for $280,000, we have more than enough to get a prefabbed house, throw it on there. We got a house. So that's our plan, because I'm lucky enough to have an uncle who actually sells modular homes for a living, and he's one of the best ones in the state. So
I would definitely exercise that, unless you.
I plan to, but we need land first. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate it. You get some sleep. Be well, brother. Thank you for coming.
Stay well, Jeff. If I can just take a minute just to address chat. Hello, everyone in the chat. Tammy, CB, Lizzie, Jeff. Jeff, I know you're on your way out. And I can't see everyone. We just get a little wee window on when we're on StreamYard. So we can't see all the chat, and it's very difficult to address it. But I'd just like to say hello. Thank you ever so much for being here. And thank you to our good host.
Well, I didn't even know you were on, to be honest. Sean, someone popped in. I think it was Susan that popped in and said that you were on. And I just wanted to thank people, because, I've been talking to Cliff and Johnny and G2 and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I actually called G2. I got her phone number. She's amazing.
That was awesome. Wonderful.
Yeah, she's actually invited us up to Washington. If it wasn't the fact that it's too far away from where, everything here, I would say sure. And, also Susan actually invited us up to New York to work on the farm, but it's still, again, wrong direction. Our jobs are here. Oh, man. We would almost take them up with it if we didn't have anything to worry about that we do.
Well, you know what? I'm considering some options myself. Maybe relocating to somewhere where it's cheaper. Maybe I can actually afford to buy a place. If any of you guys and gals know Northern Girl Hobbies, she's also in Ontario, and she's about 5 hours north of where I am. Okay. And I mean, that's a sort of an area where I kind of grew up as a child. My grandparents were up in that area. And so I spent summers and Christmases and all those kinds of things up there. Yeah, they get long winters. Sure, they do. However, maybe I can get myself a small place for 70,000 or whatever and not have a huge mortgage. I could pay that working at a gas station.
Right. Jason McDaniel just popped in, and South Florida. I mean, well, Florida sounds really cool. It's a little far from Iowa. I hate to say this. I actually like winter. Hey, JP, how you doing? Thank you. Are you hugging the world, Sean?
Florida has no state income
JP,
tax.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Florida has no state income tax, I believe.
Has no what?
State income tax.
Oh, I did not know that.
Is that Florida?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, people are moving from New York to Florida because of the better tax situation.
You know what? Income tax is actually illegal. It was put in place to pay for the war.
Yeah,
Well, I
that
think the war's-
doesn't stop the government from doing it just because it's unconstitutional.
Well, of course.
That's a good idea, Mike. I might check that out. Mike,
Tammy, I might just. I'm putting back silver right now as much as I can. You know,
Yeah, I just got the 2021 Silver Eagles off of which I think Provident Metals in Texas. They delivered it, and I was like, wow, you can actually still buy it. It's not as bad as, I guess silver isn't as bad as ammunition. But
I don't have that much regulation silver like some people. But Sean, would you believe the most of my silver is actually in silver Canadian quarters?
that's fantastic. That's a great way to do it. And, you
You can't spend them here like you can regular quarters, but hey, they're worth more.
well, you sure don't want to spend them like regular quarters.
Yeah, but I found them by accident, and I did the research and found out that they're actually silver. I mean, I've got a Liberty Head dime, that I
Yeah.
found when I was.
Yeah, they're a certain percent silver. I think it's 70%, something like that. But you can definitely hear the difference in the jingle when you drop
Oh,
it
yeah.
on the table and you drop a regular quarter on the table.
Jason McDaniel said there was snow in Arizona yesterday.
Hey, Sunflower. You know what? Okay, guys and gals. My grandpappy used to winter. Once he retired from the farm when my dad bought it, my grandpappy used to winter down in Arizona.
what
And
part of Arizona has snow right now?
he had
No,
one winter.
Probably.
His pipes froze.
Let me see here. My sister lived in Arizona near Phoenix, a place called what was it called? My brain's a little fuzzy this week, so bear with me.
Yeah, well, obviously, the elevation makes a difference.
Makes
Our
a difference in a lot of things.
I'm gonna give me a second here. Oh, dang it!
Colin, you're still suffering from a freaking brain trauma.
Yeah,
Take a break, bro. Don't expect too much from yourself. Like, what a crappy time to have a freaking brain trauma.
yeah, I know.
There's
But-
never a good time.
Well, I know you didn't plan it, but I mean,
Yeah, the thing is, it's just that everything all happened all at once. It's just
worst
not helpful
timing
whatsoever.
ever.
Yeah, I know. It's just like sometimes I find myself the time I found myself in the ambulance with heart problems, not being able to breathe, looking out the rear view, looking out the rear window of an ambulance, not actually believing that I would ever in my life have to be in an ambulance. It wasn't a good time to have a congestive heart failure. I mean, never a good time.
That's true.
You picked a terrible time.
At Queens Creek, Arizona. My sister lived out there for a while, which is near Apache Junction, and I learned to shoot a .45 pistol out there, and I learned how to drive a stick shift.
Hey, Mike in the chat, that's real cool. Keep her doing that because
No,
they're worth
Clara,
$5 a piece.
This is not helping at all.
They're worth $5 a piece.
And Jason, in case you were wondering what's going on, we were all set to move into a new place. And yesterday we get the word a half an hour before we're supposed to get the keys and move in that nope, I'm not renting to you. Yeah, because I don't know you and the house is ready. So
I got to step out for 1 minute and give my guests a serrated knife to cut a pineapple with. I'll be right back.
pull out a sword. Go.
Why
Well,
do you
I
need a
offered them a
serrated
parang
knife?
or a machete, but they said no, a serrated knife.
Okay.
Whatever.
Hey,
I
whatever
could
you
just
want to
hit
do,
it with a shotgun and then have chunks of pineapple everywhere.
get your bow out and shoot it.
Shotgun, boom, pineapple done. Go on, get them that serrated knife.
Yeah.
You used to be Mr. Bellyacres, Mike W. Okay, well, hang on a second, Mr. Mike W. Gah. First of all, I'm going to say, gah. I strongly dislike. You'll notice I rarely use the word hate because I hate the word hate. I strongly dislike
that word too.
when people change their names because, like, I mean, good on you for doing it, but it confuses the heck out of me because everybody's got two names, and then all of a sudden, when you actually
I
talk,
apologize for not letting you know my real my birth name, Sean. So bear with me on
anyways,
that.
I'm Sean. That's Colin. Hey, Mike. How you doing? Jason, I see you there. Tammy, I see you.
What is Sunflower's real first name? I like it. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know the answer to that, but I'm sure
If she chooses to share it, that's cool. If she doesn't,
well, we
that's also
can't
cool.
assume. We can't assume it's a she.
That's also true.
You can't assume by someone's name if they've got a picture or whatever that's not a human picture. Picture of a sunflower. You can't say if that's a guy or a gal.
Well, mine is Kincaid, and it's got a picture of a fist with some arrows in it.
Who did that for you, Colin?
That was actually Trail Trash Outdoors initially.
Trav
He
did
took
that?
a design. Yeah,
Beautiful.
he's a tattoo artist by trade, and he drew it for me. I had something similar that I tried to come up with. He took that idea and ran with it, and came up with this one. And I love it. It's a good logo.
You know what? Broussard Homestead did my logo for me.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
freaking awesome.
And the current one you see now has actually been cleaned up by a Maui.
Do you know what, Colin? It's funny you say that because between Broussard Homestead and Quebec Homestead, Brett and Mallory, they actually kind of have reign over my channel. They've got access and do all these things for me. Absolutely both wonderful channels.
Yes,
and
they
amazing
are.
people. Amazing people.
Homestead Aquarius, thank you for coming.
Hello there,
And thank you for the
Aquarius.
thumbs up. And just for those who didn't know, I'm in the process of moving my stuff from a house that I thought I was moving into a storage unit because landlord decided to not rent to us at the last second. And thanks to some wonderful people, one of my co-panelists, Sean here, him and his lovely followers helped us get to where we're at right now.
The community is amazing. The community is amazing, and it's a blessing to be able to help. I hate to have to help. I don't ever want to see anyone in a situation, but if I have an opportunity to help, it was interesting when we were talking yesterday on the phone, Colin. You texted and I said, "Hey, how you doing? Hope your day's going well." And you said, "Well, no, it's absolutely for crap." And then you called, and I'm like, "Oh," and
I didn't want to text it because it's kind of hard to explain.
You didn't even ask for help. You didn't ask for help. I said, "Okay, I've got."
I just want somebody to listen, to talk to.
I've got a little channel. Maybe I can do something. So I threw up a live stream. Hopefully, it helped.
It did. We actually had to use part of the money for getting the storage unit. Like I said, about $300 to get one big enough to hold all our stuff. And the only problem is it won't hold the trailer. We're still trying to figure out where we're going to put that. So that's going to be fun.
Put it in the driveway of the place where you're going to live.
Well, we want to. We got to find a place first.
I know that, but like that's going to be your business right now. You and the wife looking for whatever you can find where in your area. You need a place, right?
Yeah.
And
The thing is, we're both working full time at the same
you're
time.
aware of this.
Yeah, we're working at full time at the same time. So, which makes
Oh,
it a lot harder.
You know what, Colin? It's interesting. Okay. So I was doing my live stream tonight. I wasn't going to do it because I was really, really tired. After
I bet
streaming
you were
last
up pretty
night.
late helping me last night, which I
I
appreciate.
was all jacked up, and it was late before I could sleep. The sun was up before I could sleep. So, anyways, I got some sleep, and I woke up, and I went over, of course, and did my moderating duties on Pinball's live stream, like I always do on Saturday nights. He streams on Saturdays, and I usually go on after him. And I wasn't gonna go do a live stream tonight, but as it went, I felt a little bit better. It's like, yeah, okay, we'll do a live stream, sure. And then we came over and we rated you. But while we were on my live stream, there were people asking for links to your devices,
Right.
for more ways to help you. So hopefully you got some more help this evening.
I've got a little bit more help, and the GoFundMe is just kind of sitting there, but the PayPal is what's helping most.
I went ahead and supported you on PayPal last night.
Yes, you did. Thank you, sir.
Not at all.
And I thanked you then too.
It's my
I'm probably
privilege.
going to say thank you about 1 billion times more, just because that's what I
I do what I'm able.
I'm not saying anything about politics in general, South Florida. So we'll just see. That's what it is for right now. It's just with the pandemic and the shutdowns and everybody wanting to stay home and not do anything.
I try not to get too much into that either.
So I just do my best to work hard, be loyal to the company that I work for because that's the right thing to do. Help people when I can. And that's all I know. I mean, that's the way I was raised.
Same.
And I plan on helping everybody else out when I can once I get on my feet. I wish I could win the Powerball where I could just take care of everything and start a charity for those people who are having the same kind of problems I am. That's the kind of thing I would like to do.
Do you know what's real interesting, Colin?
What's that?
I love how you say that. How you say that, okay? Because I'm in the same place now. We all have our affinities as to what we like and what we don't like. Maybe we appreciate art or food or whichever. Personally, I love art, food. I love bushcraft and nature. But I'm really stuck in my mind. I love sort of 10th to 14th century architecture. So
Right.
if I ever want a Powerball type of deal, I would have a 24-bedroom castle in France, 10th to 14th century, hopefully fortress style, and I would have a whole wing in there dedicated to children recovering from cancer.
That would be cool. I would do the same thing, but in Ireland. I like Ireland better.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, because the language barrier. I totally get it. But I've done the research.
No, I mean, it's a family thing. It's just, I got, family, that live there.
For me, I've done the research, and for where castles are actual castles are actually for sale, and in Ireland they're very, very expensive compared to ones you can get in France.
Well, France, they just had a problem with their grape crops, so you may have a problem getting wine in France. So I'd go to Ireland where you can always get Irish whiskey.
That's true. That's true, Sean. You can't trump Irish whiskey.
Cheers to that. Speaking of which, I'm out.
Oh, I'll stick with my Pepsi, but there you go.
I'll be right back.
So it's like I told my guests, before I always tell all my guests to pick up some groceries in town on your drive up here, and
You too.
these particular guests didn't do that, and they got up here and they said, "Well, where's the nearest grocery store?" And so I said, "Well, it's about 20 miles that way." And they said, "Isn't there anything closer?" It's like,
Nope.
no, you're living on the most remote. You're on the most remote island chain on the planet, 3,000 miles from the nearest continental landmass, on a mountain 3,500 feet over sea level, and so that's why I told you to pick something up before you came up here.
Okay, Hawaii. I actually have a question that makes no sense to me, but it was brought to my attention earlier. Why does Hawaii have interstate highways?
Because the federal government pays for it.
I know, but interstate highways.
What interstate?
Exactly. But they're called interstates. Yet there's no interstate in
Well,
Hawaii.
it's because it's federal contracts that pays
Oh,
for it.
I get that part, but it's just ironic that they're called that.
We also have they put in roundabouts for some stupid reason because the federal government volunteered to pay for roundabouts.
Mhm.
And it's just that nobody here is like, this isn't Britain. Nobody here knows how to use a roundabout, and so it was like they ought to. When they were putting in, I said you ought to build a right next to this spot. You ought to build like a automobile repair company. They'll do landmark business because nobody knows how to use a roundabout, and every tourist that gets off the plane to go to a vacation rental or something is going to hit the roundabout at 55 miles an hour and have no idea what to do.
Well, they actually have a couple of those here in Des Moines.
But here we got like stoners, going in circles, smoking a joint,
Yep.
And
I mean, when I go up to
Yours.
see, where's a place? There's a Prairie du Chien in Wisconsin. Has a lot of them. It's really interesting trying to figure out how to navigate where you need to go, especially when you come back from Yellow River backpacking. You need to go to the closest Walmart. So you go across the river to Prairie du Chien, which is in Wisconsin. You hit like 7 different roundabouts in a row, and only hope that you get the right direction where you're heading in the first place. I ended up at a Cabela's by accident. And I go, this is cool.
Well, if I want to go hit the Black Rock Cafe because there's some pretty girls there and have a couple of drinks, then I just can't. I can't have more than 2 drinks and not be able to make it back home. So I have, that's my limit. Because
that's why you have somebody who's going to be your designated driver.
Yeah, well, it's if I have to go through 2 or 3 roundabouts, to make it back.
That's what taxis are for.
Well, it's a long drive back to my place, so I don't go there that often.
Well, I don't know the distances or anything like that where you're at.
Yeah.
Oh, Amsterdam. Yeah, there's lots of good castles in Amsterdam. Oh, they're all over the place. Austria, plenty of them in Austria. Germany, great castles there too.
I was stationed in West Germany way back in the day, Sean.
Lar?
I was at Spangdahlem.
Any castle you get into might be haunted by evil spirits.
Yeah.
That's only a mindset.
Well, I mean, if it's a castle, chances are something really bad happened there at some point.
Well, hang on a second. If you live in a house that's 100 years old or 200 years old, I guarantee you people died in there. So what?
Not died. I mean, something bad happened other than just died by natural death. That's one thing. But, castles, I mean, evil things happen, not just people dying, but I mean, evil things happen.
Definitely, Samara.
Well, that's part of history, and we can't really deny it. It doesn't mean I'm supporting evil or bad ideas. All right.
Right, but you don't want to move in with evil spirits.
Well, sure you don't. Of course you don't.
I've lived with spirits before Hawaii, just to let you know. But the one I lived
One
with,
thing, evil spirits are another.
no, I actually lived in one. I rented my grandmother's house after she passed away from my aunt, and my grandmother used to take care of me, even though she was passed
What
away.
was her name?
Georgia.
Georgia. Grandma Georgia.
Georgia
Okay.
Kincaid.
Tell me about Grandma Georgia.
She was Grandma G, and she and I used to do all her gardening for her. And every time I'd fall asleep in my chair, I'd wake up with a blanket wrapped around me that I never went and got. It was like one of the ones that was tucked up in a closet I don't use. So I think, why would I do that when I have a sleeping bag right there? Don't know. But she'd take care of me. How you doing, Howie? It was my grandma. That's all I know. She was my favorite, and I was her favorite. And when they tore the house down, I cried. I loved that house. It had a fireplace and everything. Oh man!
Okay. So
Hopefully
the
we'll
place
get a new place soon.
the place I'm in. Holy crap! There's Howie.
Yep.
How you doing, Howie?
Well, I hope he's doing better than me. I hope everybody's doing better than me.
Nah, South Florida. I never went to that one. But listen, guys and gals, if we're on this this topic, let me just share it up. Okay, so I'm in an older, it's like a century home, old red brick home. The walls, the exterior walls are like a foot thick with brick.
It's pretty thick for brick.
Yeah, it's very, very thick. Very, very thick walls. Century type home. And my rental is on the ground floor at the back of the house. So I get the backyard, which is a bonus. However,
Wow.
access to the basement and all the utilities and such are through my apartment. But it gives me the bonus of having the basement for storage, or there's a workbench down there, whichever else, okay? Hey, Bettina, look at you. Okay, so what I want to tell you about spirits is I live with two here, okay? Now, there's a workbench down in the basement where the gentleman works. And he leaves the freaking light on, okay? I don't go in there and click the light on. When I'm done there, I click the light off. Guess what? Sometimes the light is on, all right? Now, okay, so that's the Mr. And the Mrs. is well, she's up on the the ground floor here in the and in the kitchen. I have an old country kitchen type deal, and she leaves the furthest left cupboard door open, this much, all the time.
Well, these are living people, not
No, those are spirits.
spirits. Oh, so these aren't living people that are doing this.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
he has them closed. The light turns on and the cabinet opens on their own. Is what he's saying. If I read that correctly.
Well,
And-
there's
and there's-
good
yes,
spirits.
yeah,
Look, there's good spirits that help guide you through life, and then there's the not so good spirits. So
These are a couple I think who just want to stay here. I don't think they've learned how to move on or what it is. But I mean, they're not abrasive in any way. It's like, are you kidding me? I just closed that cupboard. Yeah, no, I'll go in and cupboards are open. That's the lady in the kitchen. The gentleman downstairs leaves the light on. I don't know why. Never questioned it. And, it hasn't been a pain in the butt or an inconvenience or anything like that. And it hasn't been threatening. So I'm okay. You know what I mean? I'm okay with it.
right. Well, this is you don't live in a castle.
No, it's not a castle.
Right. So it's like you don't have kings or queens with medieval enemies that they have to torture or lock up or bury their bones in a wall somewhere.
Hey, Do you know what an oubliette is?
No.
Oubliette. Okay. An oubliette is part of what might have been inside of a dungeon. Okay. And if you check out the French word oubliette, it literally means to forget. Okay. And it's basically a hole. It's dug down in, and it's like a deep hole in a dungeon with maybe like a metal grate over it or something like that. Some people feel like throwing down some water, some food, or whatever. But oubliette literally means to forget. And many
I'm
French
sure of those.
many French castles do have an oubliette. And that's a terrible thought. Terrible thought. You know?
Edgar Allan Poe, A Cask of Amontillado.
Telltale Heart or anything like that?
I know Edgar Allan Poe, but I'm not familiar with that particular piece of literature you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know that one myself.
Somebody gets buried in a wall, and they get lured to their death by the promise of a drink of Amontillado wine, and instead they get buried in a wall.
Huh. What story is that?
A Cask of Amontillado.
Goodness gracious.
Edgar Allan Poe.
I'll look that one up.
Well, do you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you ever so much, because I do love the classics, and that's not something I've investigated as yet.
Well, I read that stuff when I was a kid in high school. I remember enjoying it. It wasn't an assignment. I just liked Edgar Allan Poe for some reason that I don't understand.
Well, do you know what? That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's what I've been discovering, throughout my adulthood as well. Is we didn't read a lot of the classics. We learned a little bit about Shakespeare and stuff when we were in high school, those kinds of things. But I've been discovering the classics as an adult more so. And to be honest with you, what's that dude's name? Hemingway. For some reason, I got onto Hemingway and read a bunch of his stuff, and he's absolutely wonderfully talented writer. However, I didn't really care for his style, but the books are so good, I couldn't stop reading them.
He sucked you in.
Yeah. He's got one, The Old Man and the Sea. That was probably the first one I ever read. And I was a kid when I read that. Great book. But he had another one called For Whom the Bell Tolls. And I think that was about the Spanish Civil War. Absolutely wonderful book.
That's not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee.
Can you say that again, please, sir?
Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee.
Hard
He's
copy
quoting.
there. Yeah, roger that.
He's quoting. Oh man,
Absolutely
because
great.
that feels like it's happening to me right now. That saying.
Well,
If you ever saw the movie The Great Escape with Steve McQueen, and there's that one scene where
Lovely movie. Love that movie.
where the Gestapo catches Big X,
you guys are old.
and
No, so are you.
the bell tolls in the background, and that's just
James Gardner was my favorite in that movie, by the way, Sean.
I'm gonna have to go watch it.
And Charles
Yeah.
Bronson too.
Yeah, when Steve McQueen was looking at the dailies, he wasn't convinced that he was going to do the movie until he saw James Gardner in that white sweater that he was wearing and when he saw James Gardner wearing that sweater, he's like, okay, this movie is going to work. I need to be in it.
Tammy over in the chat just found Poe's complete works at a garage sale today. Are you kidding me? I hope you bought it.
Oh yeah, I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
Oh,
When my place burned down in Malibu, I lost all my books from college and everything. So it was kind of a hard to replace, especially since I don't have a bookshelf in my. There's no room for a bookshelf anywhere unless I make it in the garage, which is already stuffed. And so
Hey, you want to hear a little funny interjection? Just a little funny life thing. I got a little snippet for you guys, and you know, okay. So obviously we appreciate literature. Check this out. All right. So there's one point in my life, and I was collecting books, and I was finding some good books. I found a hard copy, hardcover of a Stephen King book. Okay, and the couch I had at the time, it had like a leg in the middle, kind of like this one has here, and the leg broke. So I went over to my books, my hardcover books, and I wanted to prop it up. And guess what I used to prop that up?
A book.
What do you think the book was called? It was a hard copy book from Stephen King that was probably worth money, and it's called The Stand.
I've seen the
Right?
movie.
Isn't that a cool little snippet?
I've seen the
Just
movie.
a little life thing.
Tamara said she did buy the books.
Atta girl.
Yeah, just I hope everybody's day was good today.
Dang, Rebecca.
You know. Yep, Tamara's a little slow, but she got the stand.
Colin, I hope you had a better day today than you had yesterday.
I believe I did. I had good friends holding me up.
Folks have been asking on you, and I said, I don't know. I haven't checked with Colin today. I'm sure he's busy. I know he's got to move some stuff. I didn't want to bother him.
You're never a bother, Sean.
But I expect. Hopefully you're better today than you were yesterday.
That's the way things should be. They should always be better than the previous day.
Away. You know, life takes control sometimes. You got to deal with it. And you know, checking in on YouTube all the time isn't something I can always do.
No, but Sean and I have each other's phone.
Sometimes we can take an opportunity to hold up our brothers and our sisters, and we need to do that.
Yeah, me too, South Florida. I love the stand.
We would be remiss if we could not hold up our brothers and our sisters given the opportunity. Remiss.
Yes. Yeah, it actually helps me remind me of when my friend Blake had COVID, but I wanted to do something for him, even though he's in Georgia. He didn't want me to send money, so I was going to see if I could find a way to send him and see what is it, Uber Eats or something, have a sandwich delivered to him from here. I thought that would have been cool if I could have done that.
A sandwich delivery?
Just you know, I thought that would have been a cool idea for someone who's stuck indoors. He couldn't stay at home for 2 weeks, and so just send somebody a sandwich.
Awesome.
You know.
Yeah, some
Okay,
places
so look at you holding out the community too.
Yeah, I try. I like trying to help people if I can.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's truly a blessing to be able to have the opportunity to hold up your brother and your sister. God forbid we should ever need to exercise that opportunity. However, when it's presented to us, it's a blessing to be able to do so.
And Blake's helping me out. He's actually making me a new arrow for my collection that I plan on hunting with. Prepping 101. How you doing, sir? Thank you for coming.
Cow.
He's in my humble little chat.
Look at you, 101. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. I'm here holding up a brother who needs some help. If you didn't see my live stream last night, you might have been in there. If you were, I apologize if I forget. But we were here to hold him up.
That he was kind of, you know, things were kind of hectic yesterday.
They were displaced. Yeah, I had tears in my eyes most of the.
Me too. I teared up earlier when some people helped me out some more today.
Go check
Any
out
help
the
you can
Prepping
give, I
101
would
channel,
greatly
guys and gals.
appreciate it because we're right now. The money will help us maintain where we're at, but it won't help us. We're still not able to get into a place because we don't have enough. We're halfway to where we need to be. I just try to figure out what we can do because the places here are just so outrageous in prices for a rental for a house. Let me see who I can find here.
You could end up with a room full of pizzas.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Look at you, Tammy. You're hilarious. I'm a nobody as well, 101. However, when I saw a brother in need, like our brother Colin here last,
Giving somebody who just had a stent with 90% blockage or whatever a bunch of cheese pizzas probably isn't a good idea.
No. I don't do a lot of. I don't need pizza right now because we've eaten. That's one thing we're maintaining. We just got done eating KFC.
Bettina, I told you I'd help you out with the drywall, and that would be free of charge. So, like, if you're beyond that now, I mean, God bless you. You've been at it for a while, so I'm sure you're beyond drywall. But like I say, if you ever have any drywall needs, you're close. You're a sister, and I would help you out for free. There would be no charge. You would have to buy the materials for sure, but I mean, I would do all the labor for nothing. No
Yeah,
charge.
Jimmy knows how to do drywall.
What's
Well,
that?
that reminds me, I have to offer my mutual assistance group my labor again for tomorrow. They couldn't use me last weekend, so tomorrow's the first day I actually have free to help anybody. So that
Hang on a second. You know what? Prepping 101 here in the chat is giving a fantastic opportunity to help. He's got a question.
Okay, what's the question?
Look to his chat. What is the deal with your hard times, and what can he do to help? He's got a much bigger channel than I do,
Okay,
so he can help out in a much bigger
let
way.
me tell you what happened. Our Lisa was up at our old place.
Thank you, 101.
Our landlord there was unbearable, to put it lightly. He would harass us. He would definitely harass my wife on a regular basis, put notes on our door, and to the point where we just couldn't deal with it anymore. I mean, he'd complain about the grass being above that tall, above golf course tall. And we finally found a place we could move into with some help of a friend. We put $1,200 down. We get ready to move in. And at the last second, the landlord decides, no, I'm not renting to you. And because I don't know you. And he gives us half the money out. He says, we get your stuff out of the garage. And that's it. So we ended up with no place to go, no house to go back to. Right now we are in a hotel with, thank you to G2 and some other many, many amazing people.
They're in a freaking hotel in Des Moines.
Yeah.
G2, holy cow, look at you.
We were just talking about you, Gigi. Your ears must have been burning.
I just want to take a minute to say thank you ever so much to G2 for stepping up how large they stepped up.
Oh, G2 stepped up big.
Blessings.
She is amazing. She lives up in Washington, and she said if we lived closer, she'd have a place for us, but it's a little far from Iowa.
All the links to donate are either in Colin's About section, or there's plenty of links on my live stream from last night. If anyone would care to go ahead and donate in any way they can, $2, $5. If you can
I have a PayPal. I have a GoFundMe set up. I have a Cash App set up. All those are in my About section of my my page if you need those more. I'm not sure if Cliff is still in here. He has a lot of information from Proxit Outdoors. He's been helping with keeping that stuff, current. And like Sean said, his live stream yesterday, he who was it? Nose Picking did posted that about a half a billion times.
Nose Picking had a lot of links.
Yeah.
Great moderator there.
Yeah, he's an amazing man.
Bettina in the chat. Bettina, if you need any more help, please let me know. Prepping 101, look at you. You're awesome, brother.
Thank you.
Hold up your brother and your
I
sister.
really appreciate it.
He's doing the exact same thing. Beautiful. Beautiful. He has a much larger platform than I do.
So
I
you have a concussion, but are you staying at a Holiday Inn?
No, we're actually in a Hotel 6.
Motel 6.
Motel 6.
Motel 6 in Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah, but we had to get a place that allows pets. That's the one
Ah.
thing. A lot of the places, the better hotels don't. And we were not one of the hardest things about trying to find a place is that we have to find a place that allows pets. And a lot of places nowadays don't want them.
Yeah.
And if they do want them, they allow them. They charge outrageous amounts for pet deposits, and then they
Hey, Brainstorm.
and all that other stuff. Hey, Brainstorm, thank you for coming. Thank
Gigi,
you.
you absolutely rocked last
I really
night.
appreciate it. Gigi, I talked to Gigi earlier today. She's amazing.
Absolutely wonderful how they stood up and yeah, Gigi, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing how people stand up. Humbling. It's humbling.
Yeah. Let me see. I think I remember
The smile
I
on
think that's
Colin's face is plenty.
Here's my PayPal me one, but I've got also a GoFundMe. If anybody's interested, I got a Cash Apps thing set up. I try to do everything I could think of because some people can do something, some people can't.
And if anyone doesn't do that, if they don't know how to do that, you can go ahead and email Colin directly. His email is on his About page. Just go ahead and email him directly if there's another way you'd like to support. Like if you know a rental property in the area that would be suitable or something for sale that they could get into.
I will do my best to help anybody prepping 101. I mean, if you need to know me, just ask. You will find out that when you go to my PayPal, my birth name is not what I go by, but it's I take so much crap from my birth name, so that's why I don't go by it.
101 over there in the chat. Colin and I have never met either, or like had shaken hands or broke bread. However, I know the guy for a long, long time.
Yet, Sean,
he is good people. I help people that are good people. I try. If there's anyone I can help, I try to do that. But I especially try to help my brothers and sisters who are good people. So 101, I'll definitely vouch for Colin.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Bettina, I wish I could help you, but the person who knows Jywall in our family is my wife.
Prepping 101, thank you ever so much. No idea how much we love you. And I mean, community. This is about community, right? This is about holding up a brother and a sister. And if you know me, 101, if you know anything about me, you know I'm true to my word when I hold up the community.
Oh, you go above and beyond, Sean.
Do you know what? Please send some blessings to our brother Prepping 101. He is about to step up.
Thank you, brother.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hey, I had a. Do you know what? When I rated you tonight, Colin, do you
What?
know that I had Alaska Prepper in my channel?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Alaska Prepper was watching my channel at the
Oh,
time.
wow.
I'm not sure if he was still there, but he was in the channel a little bit earlier. North Shore got okay. Colin's got it there. It's about lifting up the community. It's about holding up your brother and your sister, especially in their time of need. If you just talk the talk and don't walk the walk, you're a bad person. I don't want to say bad words, but if you walk the walk, talk the talk, you best walk the walk. And so I do. I hold up the community. You guys know that. I lifted 101 up. Found him. Boom. There you go, bro. And guess what? His channel blew up. Congratulations. Good for him. That is freaking awesome. Because the word gets out to more people that way.
And Sean, if you ever need anything, just ask. No issues. Done.
I appreciate that, Colin, but you may understand me to be more of a giver than.
That's what I usually do, Sean.
No, I totally understand that about you, Colin. You're a very, very humble man.
I'm used to being the one helping. That's good. That's
Yep. And have
you don't become
difficulty in asking for
a
help.
combat medic for nothing.
I was on the phone with Colin yesterday. He told me about his situation, and he didn't ask for help. I said, well, you know what? I got a little bit of a larger channel than you do. Maybe I can do a little something about it. It was my suggestion, not his. He never asked for help once.
I just wanted someone to talk to.
Well, Colin, you got my number. You can talk to me anytime you want to.
Okay. I don't know what your work schedule is, John, so I don't want to call you if you're working. I'm not because you do drywall, right? Or is that what you do? I don't know exactly. So we'll discuss it on the phone. Oh,
Well, I'm a drywall finisher, and I haven't worked in 3 weeks. I can't see me working for at least another, I don't know. We're locked down for another month, so I don't know if I'm going to work in a month. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But you know what? Please don't call me at 7 a.m. or
I would never do.
my
I'm
sleep,
at work at that time.
my sleep schedule is a little off, okay? Because I'm
That's
not
fine.
working and I'm doing some of these late night live streams. My sleep schedule is off. I tend to go to bed much later than I should be, and
Here's a good one for you, Sean.
The spirit of as
As
above,
above,
so below. 100%. 100%. Thank you, Tammy. That is a very, very nice thing for you to say. Thank you.
It is. It's beautiful. As beautiful as everybody else who's helped my family. I just think it's not about me. Yeah, I mean, like I was telling Sean, it's about the two people behind me, my wife and my son.
We're not just here to support
And
you.
your cat.
And yes, and Matt.
And yeah, the kitties for sure.
Oh, a second, I'm gonna go get him.
Oh, you're all messed up too, Bettina? Yeah. I slept all day today. I was so jacked up after last night's live stream
See?
to help Colin. I was so charged up, I couldn't sleep until dawn, and then I slept all day. My schedule was way up. Hello, kitty.
This is
How are
Matt.
you? Hello, kitten. Meow, meow.
Comfort
Yeah.
animal.
What's that one's name?
Mac.
Introduce Mac.
M-A-C-K.
He looks lovely.
He's a rescue.
What'd you have for dinner, Bettina? He's a rescue. Beautiful. And look, he's ever so thankful and grateful.
Yep.
Look how comfy he is in your arms.
Yep. He gets on my shoulders sometimes too. Just to look around. Right now, you can't see, but his tail's moving around him. He's getting a little agitated. But He's
No,
okay.
he's not that ticked off. He still looks pretty chill.
We call him Macus Attackus sometimes because he likes attacking the ranks.
Gracious.
We figured he's Roman.
So does he go in attack mode or like?
Oh, it's when he's playing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Kitties
doesn't
are
draw blood or anything like that, but he just hangs out.
kitties are perpetual children.
He's been alone all day because we've been away from the room. So we're doing our best because he's cooped up here. He's used to having a whole house to move around in. What do you think, Mac? Did I put you back?
Well, God help that not be the case for terrible long.
Oh, I hope so as well.
Get on your your only job now is find a place.
I've never heard of the Adventures of Traveling Mike, but I may have to look into it. Oh, okay.
Do you know
Continue.
what it is? I think I've heard of that. You fell asleep on the sofa again, Bettina? Oh, and then you were sore when you went to bed at 6 or 7. That happens to me all the time. And yeah, like even tonight,
That's cool, Tamara.
when I was moderating for pinball, like I've got some terrible neck pain, and that's from a lingering back injury. Okay, from a couple of years ago. It just seems to have migrated north. But I totally understand what you're saying about that. This is terrible.
Yeah, I still have a headache that I've had all week because of mine.
Ooh, tacos. Please, Colin. 101 has a question for you in the chat.
Yes. Well, let's see. We're trying to get enough to be able to afford a decent place with a about 2,500. We got 700. We're holding on to that we want to
You
put
get
into.
more back, though, right?
Huh?
You should get more back.
Yeah, we still got another 600. We're supposed to be getting back tomorrow, which we're going to put away. So that'll put us up to about 13. But that's not enough for a house or even even apartment or anything here. We need at least twice that, and we just don't have it.
You for sure need to secure a location that is affordable on an ongoing basis, right?
Can I ask you a question? If given the farm labor shortage, is it possible to get into any kind of work exchange, a rental on a farm where they actually need people working the land? Like,
If I actually had those kind of skills, boy, I wish I could, but I am not. I know warehouse work. That's what I'm skilled at. That I used to work as an EMT for a while, but I gave that up after one of the car accidents involved children, and I could psychologically couldn't deal with that anymore.
right.
It's hard.
Well, I mean, but you can still stand around and just be there on where there's people who are working and they need somebody with who can apply a tourniquet or a pressure bandage or something like that if the need comes up,
Oh, I've dealt with that when I was in the Army. That's where I learned it. I was a combat medic.
But I was just wondering because I didn't know if that was something that could be done in because there's so many farms.
Well, a lot of the farms here are mechanized farms, multi-million. They have. I mean, I've seen.
Colin,
Yeah.
please see to the chat.
Sorry, I was. Yes, prepping 101. That would be a good start.
Thank you.
That's what. Yeah. I would.
Just breathe, Colin.
I'm trying.
No. Just take a minute. Me and you Acres. Hey, how you doing? I see you there.
Thank you for coming. Well, we considered an RV, but
They need a home.
yeah, it's
They need
okay.
a home.
It's okay.
Colin is an archery expert. He needs a home that's got some space where he can shoot his longbows and teach people.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be good in an apartment.
Yeah. Concussions suck, Bettina. I can tell you that.
101. Good job on you, man.
Thank you, brother.
That's all I can say. All I can say.
man.
Hold up our brother and our sister. He's going to do the same thing. Watch, wait, see.
Oh man. I want to do right by them.
I'm a little guy. If I can
And I'm
do
even
little
littler
things,
guy.
if I
I'm
can
a
do
little-
little things, then I do little things. I do what my platform allows me. And the many, many blessings that were given through my subscribers. Goodness gracious. Absolutely beautiful and wonderful.
I love this community as well, Lizzie. I do. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for them.
Do this,
Right.
guys and gals. Just do this every now and again. Hold
We-
up your brother and your sister.
We
Hold them
need
up.
t-shirts. We need t-shirts that say something like that, or stickers,
It
or
only takes a little
something.
wee thing. Little wee thing.
I tried that, Tamara, but with the bows that I have, I'd end up shattering arrows more often than not.
Longbow's tough to do in a basement.
Yeah, it's a height thing.
And a distance thing, too. Longbow,
Well,
you're
what-
shooting long, right?
Yeah. I got a 100-pound bow that I have for my demos, and my 74-pound bow I hunt with.
Yeah, Bettina. Life can get very difficult.
We just got to remember to breathe. That's a big thing I can only do is just breathe.
Prepping 101, thank you ever so much, brother.
Thank you, prepping. I really appreciate anything you can do.
You
It's
see
it's
what
not for
holding
me,
up the
for my
community does?
family.
Okay, so I love to hold up, like my buddy Colin here. He's a smaller channel. He's a traditional archery expert. I found him through, I think, Quebec Homestead. Okay, so there's community. And I've been holding Quebec Homestead up like crazy, as well as me and you Acres. You know? And I held up 101. So guess what? Look, full circle here in this chat. 101 is going to help hold up too.
Let me take a look. Let's see here. I'm looking on Zillow, please. Just give me a moment. Because they need a deposit equal to the. Oh man.
Colin,
Yeah,
see the chat. South Florida asked a question there.
I'm trying to answer it. That's what I was doing.
Oh, I
was-
apologize. I apologize.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
On average, probably about 2,400. That's on average for deposit and first month's rent, and that's minimum.
So,
'cause a
so
lot
it's
of the
half
places-
that every month.
Yeah,
Okay.
about 1,400 per month, and that's basic. That's not easy either. And Jenny and I both work full time.
Don't cry,
And-
brother. Don't cry.
I'm trying not to.
It's okay.
I'm
We're here for
looking at these houses and I'm like trying to figure out how the hell do we afford something like that?
We're here for you, man.
And I'm doing my best to help them. And that's the part that bugs me the most. I mean, I was raised, you have to take care of your family. My dad did it. I need to do it. And it's not. Sorry.
Tammy, thank you ever so much for getting here through me and getting to 101 through me. I appreciate that.
Oh, man.
This is a blessing. This is an opportunity to help a brother, a sister, and their child. And I mean, I am truly blessed. I'm a tiny little wee nothing. I'm a nobody. So, you know, I do what I can. 101's got a larger platform. If he wants to help, God bless him. Seriously.
Oh, man. Trying to find the one that.
Like that would be outstanding.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, the minimum. Yeah, $1,200 a month is the best I can find. Is 2 bedrooms, that kind of thing. Plus, that's double that for deposit. What really sucks is that we just got all our utilities turned on at that place, and we were having internet put in and everything else. Now we have to cancel all that, move all our mail, everything.
Guys and gals, go check out Me and You Acres. I'm sorry, I don't want to.
Feel free, Sean.
I guess I just took liberty of that. Thank you for allowing it.
You are always allowed. You're my brother.
I should have asked first, but guys and gals, check out Me and You Acres.
Don't have to ask.
Great homesteading channel. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that.
Well, South Florida, 2,400. That's on the upper limit for us. For me, and that's way up above where we usually are. And
I need to remind myself to take a breath sometimes. So, Colin, make sure you take a breath too. Okay.
I am trying.
All right.
I'm doing everything I can. Long as
You're okay, bro. We got this. You got this. Okay. You're all right, Colin. This is temporary.
I know it's in my head. I know, but the stress is still there.
I understand that.
And I'm trying to find a place for my family and my,
It's okay, brother. Breathe.
Yeah, I think I found a place that might work, but I don't know if we can get approved or not. Because one of the things is they're open during the week when I'm at work. Thank you, Cliff. I really appreciate you doing that. Well, the thing is, Bettina, we gave him the deposit. We had not signed the contract. That's what we were going to go do. And then he backed out. He tells us
your money illegally.
He gave us. He was, I'll give you half of it out now, and I'll give you the rest of the stuff out of the garage. But still didn't help us any because $600 doesn't do anything other than get a room and that won't get us very long. And when you get your rest of your stuff out, I'll give you the rest.
Tammy, 48 quarts. Goodness gracious, girl. Good for you.
I wish we.
Tammy canned 48 quarts of hamburger meat. Holy cow. Hang on a second. Allow me this.
Thank you.
Wow, Tammy. That is freaking awesome. Awesome.
Did you see what Prepping Route 101 just posted?
Yeah, look at 101 there. 101 be busy. 101. Bravo. If anyone doesn't know Prepping 101, please go check out his channel.
I pop in his channel all the time. But there's so many people there, I get kind of get lost in the crowd because I'm such a small fry compared to a lot of the.
What
people.
is Prepping Channel 101? I'm not. I mean, I'm into prepping, but that's a new one for me. What type of content does he have?
He's got a really good channel. His oh man, let me give you his link.
Maybe Prepping 101 can just give a little blurb about what his channel is about, because that would come from the source.
I'm gonna have to go find the actual chat. It's on the wrong page.
I'm going to post his channel link here. There you go, Hawaii. It'll be on
Check
there.
it out. If you like it, hit the like button, and maybe consider subscribing.
Nose is back in the building. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Nose is back. He's back again.
Me and you just went over and subscribed to Prepping 101. That is awesome. That's great.
Okay, wait a second. I got a question from G2. Did you get all you back from the hotel desk yet? Yes, we did. We picked it up as soon as we got home. Gigi, we did. Thank you.
D2 made an awesome donation and covered the entire hotel bill for their
And an
stay
extra day.
until
and
the 4th.
Yep. She is amazing. If she was closer, I'd give her a hug, but I'm not that close yet.
Wonderful. Yeah. Absolutely wonderful.
Though I'm afraid I might crush her because I give bear hugs. My boy complains about my bear hugs hurting him.
Ow, Dad. Ow.
Yeah. But my boy's real thin too, so.
Well, I'm not a big guy, Colin. I'm probably about your height, but you probably outweigh me by
100 pounds?
no, I wouldn't say 100. Maybe 60, but I mean, I can see
Okay,
your
how much do you think I weigh,
strength.
John? How
I
much
can
do
see
you
your
think I weigh?
crushing strength.
How much do you think I weigh?
220.
290.
Oh yeah, you'd crush me.
Yeah,
So just holy. I almost said a bad word. Holy cow!
yeah, that's my arms.
I've got some peeps too, but they're only about this big around.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious!
I'm a hugger.
Well, I love hugs myself. I just don't like to be killed.
I can pop your back. It'll feel good. So that's how good I would give back popping hugs.
Okay, yeah, hard copy on that, Roger, for sure. And I mean, I've done that for friends as well. Like I know how to pop their backs and stuff. So it's like, oh, my back is way out of discombobulation. It's like, why don't you just turn around and cross your arms? I'll help you out. Pick you up, give you a little pop, 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 set you down.
The thing is, I don't intentionally try to do that. I just give a normal bear hug and I pop backs. Yes. Okay, here you go. There's my left because I'm left-handed.
Holy cow!
There's my right.
Hey, Colin, if you have the opportunity right now, can you pop up that photo of, I think it was your dad and your uncle with those mushrooms? It's a black and white photo.
Okay, let me see if I can find it.
Beautiful photo. Okay, so this is going to be Colin's pops and uncle. So
Give me
you
a
can see
second.
where
I
he
gotta
gets the
find it.
guns from.
I don't have it here with me because it might be stored away. I'll see if I have it on my Facebook. Okay. Well, actually, I might actually have it here. Let me see. I actually have to look on my computer. I haven't looked in a while.
So what muscle does archery usually use mostly? Lats? It doesn't seem like it'd be a bicep kind of a sport.
It's actually chest, abdominal, and back muscles.
Right.
It's not so much the arm. It's all, a lot of it is technique. More than people think. Okay, I don't have.
Archery is a great pastime, a great sport, a great.
Good exercise.
Holy cow! It's Heather. Goodness gracious! Look over there in the chat.
I do not have it on my computer. I got to check, see if it's on Facebook or
We
one
got
of
a
the
lake fair
other
in the
things
chat.
I've got.
Goodness gracious!
I'm in the get a glue stick for archery arrow inserts mode still.
Well, did you check out that channel? Three Rivers Archery?
Website. I didn't. I subscribed to Prepper 101, but I mean that's all I've been watching your show the whole time and drinking coffee. So not yet. I'll get to Three Rivers.
Okay. Let me know how you. Okay, I'm just
I have
trying.
an archery glue stick thing in my Amazon cart, but I'll hold off for now.
101. Look at 101 over here in the chat. Standing up. Beautiful, brother. Beautiful. Absolutely
sir.
beautiful. Doing God's work. That is amazing. That is awesome. Check out what he said before that.
Okay.
He's got another comment above that. There you go. There you go.
Thank you, sir. Bless you. I was still looking for my dad's picture. Bear with me here. I'm trying to remember where I posted it to.
Goodness gracious. Grandson's birthday, Heather? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness.
Let's see. I'm checking.
You don't look old enough to be a grand lady. Whatever. It's all good. Holy cow. Wow.
I think I sent some pictures over to Johnny, but I'm not sure if he's got them or not. Because I don't have access to that picture at the moment. But my dad's got bigger guns than I ever did. And mine, actually, these are more genetic than anything else, my forearms. Because I get them from him. But this is all me. That's all me.
You got peeps.
And when I used the bench press, I actually done about 350 to 400 pounds easy.
I used to bench press 300, but not 400. And
Hey,
I was pretty good, but it's like after they chopped my sternum in half, I kind of had to.
I can understand
pick that up.
Hey, Colin. Tamara Reader in the chat is asking you a question about bows. So
Okay.
Check that out. That's your area of expertise.
I actually need to know a few things about your son before I can make a suggestion on that. I need to know his height, his age, and a few other characteristics. I could look at a person generally and tell you what bow is going to be right for you. I did that for John.
Backing into the picture, ask first.
What can I say?
Actually, he crossed across in front of me. That was Mac. But I need some information before I could actually suggest one. But I would suggest starting out with something small. If you're starting out trying to shoot, I would start with something small like a
Mama
takedown recurve or something like that to get the technique down first, then work your way up to a longbow. It'd be a lot cheaper and you save money in the long run.
If anyone doesn't know Lake Ferry Prepper, please go give her a hug for me. She's an absolutely wonderful woman. And her
I've
husband,
subbed to her already.
Bigfoot Prepper, absolutely wonderful man. Wonderful people.
He's 5 foot.
These are channels that I support. You shout out the small ones until they grow wings, and they grow wings and fly. And they're flying, and they're doing amazing things. And they're absolutely beautiful people to see. Absolutely love them.
6'2" and 41 years old. Okay. That means his arm span is about a 6-foot longbow, approximately between 45 and 50 pounds, give or take.
I picked up some gold points at Jay Harris sporting
Okay.
store.
Sorry. Someone wants to know the information of what's going on. Okay. Our lease at our old place was up. We were doing the right thing because our landlord refuses to renew said lease.
Their old landlord, the son, was leaving threatening letters on the front door to try and make them move out early.
We actually pushed it just a little bit longer than that because we needed a place to stay. So we found a place through a friend who rented from this guy before. He had no issues. He was supposed to be a really nice guy. He found us a place. He said, he quoted the price. We paid $1,200 down. We go the day we get to go in and sign the lease and move in. He says, I decided not to rent to you. And now he said, I'll give your money back, get your stuff out of our garage where we were storing it after we moved out of the other place. And now we are here in a hotel. We used the money that he gave us to rent initially, but thanks to Gigi, who's in the chat, look her up, follow her. She's awesome.
Her name is G2. Her channel name is G2.
Well, okay. She's amazing. She actually paid for our room L3 through the 4th, and with that, it's going to help us out immensely. And if you need to know more, just feel free to ask me anything. I'll tell you. We had the money. The thing is, my wife and I, we work full time, and
they're both Army veterans.
Yeah, I'm Air Force Army, and my wife is Air Force.
And they have a 15-year-old child.
Didn't you consider leaving, using your arrow to leave a note on his front door or something? Please don't leave notes.
No, the thing is, that would be considered a threat and not a good thing to do in Iowa. I like keeping my bows, and that's a waste of a perfectly good arrow. Come on, Mac. Come on.
Please help.
I picked up some multi points and gold points at Jay Harris the other day. So after I go to Three Rivers and get a glue stick and a scale, go to Home Depot and find a scaled down propane torch, I can start.
Oh, okay. If you need a really nice, use a hobby torch from Hobby Lobby. That works just fine.
I don't think there's a Hobby Lobby store around here, but
okay. You can probably get it from Walmart if you can get to one.
There's a Walmart here.
They sell the little ones about 6 inches tall, self-standing. I used one of those for years.
You guys
mine's packed away at the moment, so I can't really do anything with it.
You guys are. Yeah, tail and face always happens with a kitty.
He's settling in. So bear with me.
Everyone in the chat, Lake Ferry Prepping 101, thank you ever so much for having a look. Just
give me a second.
As Matt had his difficulties, we're seeing more people displaced. And if these are brothers and sisters in our community, we can help them. I decided to try to last night, and I did a little thing, and it helped a little wee bit. If any of you guys can help in any way whatsoever, God bless you and thank you.
Okay, give me a second here. I'm trying to share this one here. Copy link. I'll put that.
Or you can go to my live stream from last night, and there's plenty of links dropped by my awesome moderators on all kinds of different ways to help out.
I don't know if that would work. I mean, I'm trying to do this with one hand and a cat on my shoulder.
Do you know what, Colin? When I was trying to donate last night, I actually had to go back into my live stream and click on one of those links to help me get to where it was. So the links people are dropping,
Okay, thank you, Cliff. I really appreciate it.
they work and they're amazing.
Mac, I love you, dude, but I gotta be able to use both hands. He's not moving.
The cat doesn't understand or doesn't want to understand.
If you give him a push off your shoulder, he'll land well.
Yeah, but I don't want to hurt him.
No,
That's the
I
whole
know
point.
that, but cats always land well.
Okay, this is
Hello,
Mac.
kitten. Hello, kitten.
He's a big boy.
He's gorgeous.
We got lucky.
Very, very beautiful cat.
Yes, he is. And he was actually the one to help. He took care of me when I was stuck in the hotel because I had to rest.
Goodness gracious. 101. God bless you.
Yeah, you say thank you too?
Meow, meow. Meow.
Okay, bud. You got to go. Oh, this is why I call Macus Attackus.
He's not letting go.
He's not.
He's like, nah, I'm not done with you yet, Dad.
He's not ready for me to let go yet.
No.
Dude,
That's-
come on. I need my
Beautiful and
hands.
hilarious.
Ian,
Mike, stay on safe, Mike.
go get Mac, please. I need him. I can't do anything with him clamped onto my arm. I can't. He's clamped to my arm. Oh, now he's going. Oh, there you go. Oh. Okay, free. Free. Yep, no bites.
I need me some kitties.
Be well, Mike. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you ever so much, Mike, for joining in. Wonderful to see you, and we sure appreciate your participation.
He's a newer YouTuber, is what he said. So him and his wife are. So
But he had a different name. He went and changed it. I used to know his last name, but Mike W. I'm going to have to get used to. Yeah, people change names. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's difficult.
yeah, I
Only
can
6
understand
cats?
that.
Bettina, only 6 cats, huh?
Thank you, Sydney Bennett, for your donation. I really appreciate it.
Hang on a second. Look what G2 has to say. I am blessed, loved, and happy to be accepted in this community.
South Florida, you don't have to
Doesn't
apologize.
matter. Do you know what? It is a blessing to help out a brother or a sister. Absolute blessing.
Well, South Florida has nothing to apologize for. Doing what you can afford to do is more than I expected anyone to do. Because, I'm not asking for help. I need help, yes, but I'm just not used to asking for it.
I'm asking for help on his behalf. He doesn't have to ask for help. I talked to him yesterday on the phone. He didn't ask for anything. He didn't ask for help, nothing. He just told me his situation. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can help a little bit. A little bit, because I've got a little channel. You know what I mean? And you guys know I hold up my brother and my sister. If I'm a little guy and I can use whatever wings that I have to fly, I can definitely do that to hold up my brother.
And you definitely do that, my friend and brother.
Well,
you guys are.
I am just some chump, but I definitely walk the talk.
Well, if you're a chump, then I am too, because I will hold you up any day of the week. And if I was closer, I'd offer you a beer and buy you a
Just
beer.
some guy. Sunflower.
You're more
There you
family
go,
than
yeah.
my blood, Todd, just to let you know.
I'm just some guy.
You, Cliff, and Johnny, and give me a second here.
Do you know what? Wait for it. Wait
Tyler.
for it, Colin.
Tyler.
Wait for it. 101 and Lake Ferry haven't even started yet. Okay, so wait
Hey,
till
Sunflower.
tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow night.
My channel is not that big. It's just holy.
I got a tiny
Okay.
channel, Bettina.
I just happened to pop in on my channel,
I'm nobody.
and somehow I went from 607 to 656. Holy!
Isn't it neat how that works?
I'm not trying
This
to.
week you're going to be moving into like the biggest castle in Iowa.
God willing. But it's got to be something they can support. You know, there's got to be balance in there, right?
Yep.
Heather, God bless. Good night to you and Bigfoot. Absolutely wonderful to see you here in the chat this evening. Goodness gracious. Yeah, may the
Be
Lord
well,
keep you and yours well and safe.
Lake Prairie Prepper. Thank you.
If anyone doesn't know Lake Fairy Prepper, you go check out Heather. She is awesome.
Well, I didn't know Heather was her name, but thank you, Heather.
Her name is Heather, and her husband's name is. He has a channel as well. It's called Bigfoot Prepper.
Okay, I know I follow her. I don't know if I follow Bigfoot yet.
He, for those who are of the Christian mind, he does talks on Sundays, Bible readings, things like that.
Sort of like Be Ready Today.
Very, very much like Be Ready. Absolutely. And you know what?
Brian is
It's
an
funny.
amazing person too.
Be Ready Today was he was interviewed on The Angry Prepper, and I was on there and I was watching. It's like, hang on a second, I know Be Ready already from the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which was way cool.
Brian is a brother from another mother to me.
He
just like
certainly is a
you
brother.
guys are. And
Yeah.
yeah, he's just wondering what's going on.
I was just chiming in, telling him hi.
What do you think, Mac? Okay. Jenny gave him some fresh chicken when we had our KFC earlier.
Yeah, Be Ready is cool. 101, thank you ever so much for anything.
Art
you're gonna
is
do
also
for
really cool too.
Colin's cause here. This family needs to get a roof over their heads. All right, they're
As much as the hotel is nice and all,
they're in
it's not
transit. They're in a freaking hotel room. A family with animals, especially an archer, cannot be in a hotel room when they should have had a house.
I had my range all set up and everything. It really sucks. And I found out something really cool about the couple that was living next door are traditional longbow hunters themselves, just like me. And I don't even get a chance to hang out with them now, which really sucks. Really good people.
Well, it
They had
doesn't mean
really-
you can't go over and say hi, but
Oh no. The thing is, my wife was making friends with them with a wife. Her name was Kim, and they both shoot longbows like I do. And
isn't that lovely?
It is cool.
Goodness gracious.
Yes, thank you again.
The love of the community. It just gets getting bigger and bigger. You know, as I have these opportunities to help people, it just shows how more and more it grows. And that's a blessing to me. That's a blessing
No, Mac, you can't go out.
to have that opportunity to do so.
Don't tell me you figured out how to open the door.
I don't like to do it. I don't like to see people in distress or in need. However, when I do see it, especially when it's a brother of mine like Colin and his family, yep, I would be remiss if I didn't stand up and do something about it.
Yeah, Jenny
Remiss.
stands in for me sometimes when I'm on my channel.
I would be remiss.
You've talked to Jenny a few times When when I got to go to the bathroom, she steps in and talks and stuff like that. I'm sure, haven't you, Sean?
I've only
She doesn't
seen
do it
Jenny
long.
on screen, but besides tonight, I've only seen her on screen once.
Yeah. She generally, when I do my Thursday night chats, she pops in, and when I have to go out of the use the restroom or something, she pops in and sits in. She hosts for me where I keep things going.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand it, but she supports me. And she actually likes everybody I talk to, which is really cool. I mean, Johnny is a kick. She gets out of Johnny's smiles because that's
Johnny
all.
is amazing.
Yeah, he smiles all the time. And
100%.
oh, did you hear about Johnny's daughter?
Olive?
Yes, about her making the nationals for the FFA,
For what?
Future Farmers of America. She actually made it. She can go to Future Farmer. There's a national convention in Indianapolis in October. She won the right to go, and for her age category, which is amazing since she lives in Hawaii.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
All right. There's another little sister we need to hold up.
and she's actually going to be met by. They're both of them are going to be met by Grace Martin. You know Grace, I believe.
Surely do.
And because she lives there, so she's gonna meet them there, and they're gonna spend. I was hoping before all this other stuff happened to me that I would be able to have time off to go and visit them, because I want to meet Johnny in person.
Do you know what? Prepping 101, God wants me to help people too. And I've been doing that from the start in my own little way. And thank you ever so much for, using your platform to, and the gifts that God gave you to help another brother in need. Thank you ever so much.
Anything you can do, Prepping 101, I'd greatly appreciate it. Whether it's just prayers or whatever you can do, I am grateful. My family is grateful. And to some extent, my cat is grateful, even though he doesn't say much.
Your cat is freaking cool.
He is cool.
Yeah. And he's a very handsome fellow as well.
South Florida, I would have said about state existence, but they do have a cutoff for how much you make a year. And we make too much for assistance because I make too much to get help, but not enough to where I don't need help. It just right in the middle, which really sucks.
Wait a second. Wait. Homestead Aquarius is saying Homestead Oz got shut down. Are
For
you
what?
kidding?
What did they get shut down for?
I don't know the answer to that. This is the first.
I don't even know what the question was.
Well, that's definitely another brother and sister we need to hold up. Homestead Oz.
Yeah, I've talked to them. They're nice.
Well, absolutely wonderful folks.
Yes, South Florida. That's the way it happens. You make too much for one thing, but not enough for another. It's like the minimum wage.
Yeah, Sydney.
Minimum wage is supposed to be a living wage, not minimum.
Yeah, Bettina. Yeah. And maybe some people don't like that in the title of the conversation or whatever, but I mean, that
Exactly.
is the case.
Exactly. And yes, Tamara, Iowa is bad about that.
Nothing but love. Look what 101 just said. 100%. Bravo, sir.
That's what I commented when I saw it. Okay. Does anybody have Homestead Oss's information?
Yeah, that's Lynn and Wayne. Lovely people.
Be well, G2. Thank you again.
G2, much peace and love to you. And thank you ever so much for your help.
I wonder what they were. I'm not sure what they were talking about.
I'm not sure as to the answer to that. What I do need to do is, please excuse me. I need to excuse myself.
Okay.
Well, it's just me.
Well, you're here.
I'm giving him moral support.
Sometimes, Hawaii, that's all it's needed. You know that, right?
Well,
And
God watches over all of us, and he'll pick the right. He'll be there when you least expect him.
right.
And whether he sends someone to help you or whatever.
You know what that reminds me of, though? That poem about footprints. He's walking beside you, then you only see one pair, and it's because he was carrying you, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's like that. Sean's going to see a man about a fish. I thought it was about someone's going to see a man about a horse.
Wait, what reference is this to again? What literary
You don't know the poem about footprints?
rings a bell?
Sean, you know
who's
that
the
one,
author?
don't you? About being walking, Jesus
the
walking
author?
side by side you on a beach.
Who's
You
the
see
author?
two sets of footprints, and there's times when you only see one, and that's when he's being carried.
Who wrote this?
I don't remember which one that is. I just remember seeing it somewhere. But I'll worry about it later because my brain is partially damaged right now. So I have trouble thinking.
Authors.
It gets hard sometimes the last week ever since I got hit. Which site are you asking for, South Florida? The PayPal site or the GoFundMe site? If it's the PayPal one, Cliff, if you could post that one for me, please, one more time. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's on my About page. Let's see if I can give me a second now.
Hold up your brother and your sister, guys and gals. It's pretty basic.
Here's my basic information is on this page here. On my About page. There's my GoFundMe. We have that Cliff Foxit Outdoors just posted. There's all my other links that I have. And he also posted the GoFundMe thing.
That footprints in the sand thing is good.
I remember reading. I see it on a poster most of the time. Every time I see it, so yeah, that's
when
the
you
one I
only
was
see
talking
one
about.
set of footprints, God was carrying you.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
God is at work here. God is at work here, Colin. So when you look back on this time in your life, you may only see one set of footprints in the sand. God is carrying you.
Oh man.
Yes, sir. Just take a breath.
I did. That's what I just did.
Take your time. You're okay. God has you.
Yeah.
God speaks in crazy, amazing ways.
Definitely.
You know what? I am blessed that he spoke through me. Blessed. Humble and blessed.
Sorry.
Colin, I have a tear in my eye too. Just take your time, brother.
Okay.
Just take a breath. God is speaking to us now. Now.
Okay. I'm okay.
What a blessing.
Hey, bud. Just wondering if you could do me a favor. Give me, folks. I got.
What a blessing.
Yeah. If I give you my card, you get me a Gatorade, please. Let me see. Oh.
Do what you can, folks.
Yeah. Okay, you got a
Do what
blister.
you can.
Then you don't go anywhere then. I just need a Gatorade of some kind. Oh, man.
Keep those electrolytes up.
Well, I've already. No, I'm not ready for sleep yet, but I will be soon, Cliff. But thank you for asking. No, I'm a little dehydrated. I need to get some more fluids in me. And the water from the tap here is not the best. So that's why I was hoping to be able to go down. I have to go up around the third floor of this hotel, and it's a little bit of a go down the elevator to get to the vending machines to get anything to drink.
Buy cases of water and bring them in. Serious.
Gatorade. Buy cases of Gatorade because they have the electrolytes.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm stealing somebody's soda. I don't care.
That's your soda anyway.
Oh, it is? Oh, cool. I got something left.
I stole his own soda.
Dad, look,
It's mostly ice, but
Dad.
oh, even better. My son just gave me his. It's actually colder.
God bless us who are blessed to give to others.
Well, my son just gave to me. So go you.
See how that works?
Yeah, that's us.
No, I don't need hot sauce here. I got something to drink. Let's at least do something.
Technically, you can drink it if you want it.
Well, to be honest, I got my Kaizen hiker that I carry with me on a daily basis, but it's a little big. I'm not sure if you have a water filter where you're at, Sean, that you carry with you for emergencies.
No, but I need one. For me, it's more important for me to support a brother in need right now than it is to get a water filter to put into my bug out bag.
Oh, I understand that.
I've got so many water filters.
And look at what Prepping 101 said here in the chat.
If you can afford to do so, Florida, I'd really appreciate it. I don't expect it, mind you, but if you can, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Colin, can you highlight 101's comment there?
Yes. Oh, which one? Oh, sorry.
God sent us here. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hey, Colin, you know what? If I didn't ever meet Mallory, I would never have met you. And I would never be able to help you out here.
You know what's really funny,
It's
John? I met Tyler first. Tyler Woods Bushcraft.
Tyler's a great guy.
Here's the thing. I run an archery range at Renaissance Fairs. He won my archery tournament at a Renaissance Fair.
Holy shit. I almost said the bad word.
You too late. Gotcha. But here's the thing. We lost touch for 5 years. I get on here. I run into him, not realizing that he is one of my champions. And we're over at Yellowbanks. We're sitting there hiking through, talking about things. Then we realize we actually knew each other. We've met each other before. Where I was the master before at what I do, and now he's the master at what he does. with the Wood Squad stuff. And it kind of expanded from there with his Weeder Challenge, where then also that brought in Mallory and Cliff and Johnny and everybody else and Grace, and now you and everybody else goes from there, and now it's a family.
And now look what's happening.
And yes,
God is speaking through us.
and Brian, don't forget Brian. Be ready today, and
Brian's an awesome dude.
yeah, we've lost a couple along the way, but we're here. We're breathing. And as some people say, we're vertical and not 6 feet under.
So count every day as a blessing, guys and gals. Every day is a blessing.
And
Every
as
day. And every
Hopping 101
opportunity,
said, dude, if it wasn't for North Shore, you wouldn't know any of us.
every opportunity you have to help someone is a
Thank
blessing
you.
from God. You don't believe me? Find some other story and look, another opportunity to help. All right. If you don't have the mental capacity to help,
Yeah.
then maybe your mind isn't and your heart isn't in the right way. You know.
Did you read what Aquarius said?
Um.
I'll post it again for you can read it. That's what.
Okay. Hard to walk a straight line. Where we have to walk around problems, for sure. With the goal in sight. The path winds around, but we will get there. Yep.
That's actually almost like a poem. The way that this one is wrote. That's like a poem. If you think about it.
Well, it's very eloquently written, for sure. Lovely.
That is true.
Yeah, 101.
Definitely true.
And I think, I don't think, I know it's God who brought us here. In some strange way, I found Colin through my sister Mallory over at Quebec Homestead. And I found, Mark and all the other great channels that are over there.
Mark is amazing.
And like the Wood Crew, or how do you call it, Colin?
Huh? Wood Squad.
The Wood Squad. I found all those people through Mallory. I found Colin through Mallory.
You and I clicked the moment we met, Sean. You know that, right?
Totally, we did. Absolutely, yes. And I found Johnny through there, even.
Oh yeah, Johnny just showed up on our doorstep and never left. To the point where we had to convince him to create a channel because his content is through the roof.
It's superior.
His interview skills are on point. I mean, I've never seen anybody a natural like that.
And you know what? To watch Johnny's videos, as soon as it comes on, whatever one it could be, he's just got a massive smile on his face. Massive smile. He always does have a good smile.
I love his opening words where he starts. We start here on a map of Maui, and we're going here. And next thing you see a little montage of little Lego people doing different things. And
yeah.
my favorite one's when he put the Lego guy on the little RC car and started driving it around and trying to get to his destination.
They're like, we're here, circle a little spot, and we're going over here. And if all is doing something good, we need to support that. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. Only be caused by God.
Yeah, this was a question for me.
I'll go ahead and support that.
What kind of bows are you talking, South Florida? Do you need to know? Only thing I can't tell you anything about are compounds because I'm a traditional archery instructor. That means takedown bows, long bows, recurve. Those are what I know. But I've had over 20 years. Actually, no. I'm 54. I started when I was 8 years old. But what do you want to know? I'll tell you. If I don't know it, I will find out the answer and get it to you and help you out the best I can.
Definitely like and subscribe to Colin. If you don't know his channel, go ahead and follow it. Look at his videos. Watch his videos. Seriously.
My video skills are really basic, but if you need archery questions, I will definitely give you that. I can do that. I actually am the Iowa Games 2019 barebow champion, the Masters Senior Division. That's at 40, 50, and 60 yards.
101 in the chat is on his way out. Thanks ever so much for stopping in. 101.
Well, brother, thank
I
you
love and
for
appreciate
any and all
you.
assistance you
Guys
may
and
be.
gals, if you don't know Prepping 101, please go check him out. He is a blessing to the community.
Oh, yes, I agree. Thank you, brother. I was not expecting you to show up today, but thank you.
And I'm sorry to have interrupted.
Oh, Sean, I already told you. You have full run here if you want to, okay?
Well,
There's times I'd like listening to you guys talk. I do.
I'm a Canadian. I don't like to talk over people. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm an Iowan. I don't like doing it
I'm
either.
not polite. I'm not sure if I got my polite as.
Yeah.
I'm
I know the
I'm
shirt.
ever so polite.
Yes, I see that.
I don't want to talk over people.
I do have one compound, I will say, but it's not because I went out and bought it. It's because of that young man back there found one that was being thrown out, and it just happened to be a left-handed bow, and I'm left-handed. But I still don't shoot it because I can't get comfortable with them. But give me a 100-pound bow, I'm okay with that. I have a beautiful 65-pound draw U recurve that's deer sinew backed. Beautiful, beautiful bow.
If anybody out there has a channel that's got any sort of numbers to it, I don't care how many the numbers are. If you can have an opportunity to help a person, please go help them.
Yes, I agree. I'm not talking about myself.
I
Just
don't
let
care
you
how
know.
big you are or how small you are. If you've got an opportunity to help someone, please
Definitely.
Please do it.
I bet that was amazing. There's nothing like venison. Oh man.
Just please go support a brother and a sister. Folks, you know me. That's all I'm about.
Yeah, me too. I want to go bow fishing. I haven't done that yet. Because a lot of the times I went bow fishing, it was with gear that wasn't suited to me. Now, rabbit hunting, I got you. No, it's fun. I want to get to see what Sean can do with a good bow in his hands.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I love bow shooting.
Did you
Absolutely love it.
Did you see my live stream? We got Johnny shooting.
Can you say that again, please?
When I did my live stream on Thursday.
You were on there with Be Ready, weren't you?
It was let's see, I can't remember who. I have to go back and look. But Johnny was on. It was JV, me, and you. You were there. You're giving him some mustard, remember?
Do you know what? Johnny actually sent me a text. I've got his address. I'll be sending both Mallory and Johnny some mustard.
Yeah. And the thing is, he did what he was supposed to do. He hit the target at 20 yards.
He sure did. That was cool. That was cool
Yeah.
AF.
Speaking of
That was
rabbits,
a lot of fun. I would do that any day of the week just for fun.
speaking of rabbits, I don't know where I read this, but so HBO took over the Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd thing, and apparently Elmer Fudd now doesn't use a shotgun anymore. He goes around with a scythe because they don't. HBO doesn't want any nugs on their channel, so Elmer Fudd without a shotgun is like strange. He chases around a rabbit with a scythe instead.
Look,
That's
Dr.
crazy.
Zeus and Mr. Potato Head are also on the outs. You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell?
Oh, I didn't know that, Sal. Well, the thing is, how can you do duck season, rabbit season without a gun?
I have no idea. It's like
That whole bit is based off Elmer Fudd, Bugs Bunny, and Daffy Duck. Depending on which
duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, rabbit
exactly.
season, duck season. You know, and it's just
Yeah,
it's like they're messing with the
canon.
the basic things that America was supposed to be built on, and they're trying to just, you know, I don't
If
know.
they mess
I mean,
with
it's
Green
like-
Arrow, I will get totally upset.
All right, hang on a second. Okay, so they're trying to demonize Bugs Bunny, the whole Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour thing. Trying to demonize all of that, and I mean,
Oh, they do the same thing with the
Like-
Coyote and Roadrunner too.
yeah, I would think so because maybe they use a big sledgehammer and go clune over the head or something like that. But you know what?
The Acme anvil hitting the Coyote all
Yeah.
the time is like
They're
The whole point.
demonizing.
I
all
mean,
of that.
they still have the explosive thing with Roadrunner and Coyote, Wile E. Coyote with an explosive and the explosive bird seed or whatever that never works and always blows up in Wile E. Coyote's face. Somehow.
And he's got Wile E. Coyote's got a little busted umbrella up over his head to try and protect himself from a falling rock or things like that. Very, very gruesome and
Well, it's
children
slapstick.
should never see that. Why?
What is that?
Terrible.
It's so funny. I was
But you know
proud
what?
of that stuff, dude.
We all watched it.
Cartoon violence is just cartoons.
Looney
We came up
Tunes was
okay.
the cartoons we grew up with.
We came up okay. But now all of a sudden barbecues are freaking racist. Like, what the hell
It's
is
food.
Oh yeah, I
What's going
saw. I was watching. I think it was Star Trek, and I saw these commercials come on for Impossible Meats, where like meat is bad, but since this is plant-based meat, it's okay. I was like, please, Bill Gates, take your money and take your damn commercials, and I don't want to watch them.
Dude, they're talking about milking cows being sexual harassment.
I know that's
You
just
understand
so
what I'm saying?
crazy.
Or a working farm that breeds cattle.
Yeah, like putting a bull and a cow in a corral and having them mate is like forced impregnation. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and that's some sort of sexual harassment.
Sexual
or
assault of an
discrimination
animal.
or prostitution. If you will. I know. Like, goodness gracious.
Hey, Sean.
Yes, sir. Hey, girl. How you doing, Jen?
Sleeping.
We have a really
All right, well, go on ahead.
show coming because we are just to let you know
Time to go to sleep soon.
it's going to
Mhm.
double up. That much.
Mm.
Love you.
Come back.
If you need to turn the AC on, let me know. It's got a little cold in here earlier.
I am out. I got blisters.
Oh yeah.
I'm just-
Ian actually had to work today. He's not used to that.
Sydney Bennett. Hey, can you post Sydney Bennett's comment there?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. There we are. There is some truth. Truth. That's why we're here.
Thank you, Sydney.
Yeah. You know what? It's kind of funny. I got a call from God. I sure did. Sure did. Guess where it landed me? Right here. Right here.
So,
Yeah.
okay. I guess I gotta put my headphones in to get a little loud.
Yeah, Dad, it's a lot of things.
Okay.
I don't know why I was called. I don't care why I was called. Hey, guess what? I'm here. Look. What can I do as one person? Boom. That's what I can do.
No, South. She was not sleepwalking. She had to go to the bathroom. She kind of zombie walks into the bathroom, then right back to bed. Thank you, Aquarius. I really appreciate it.
I'm still here.
I know you are. You're not talking much.
Well, I mean, you and North Shore are going at it, so I
Oh.
just stay out of the
Yeah.
way mostly. You know,
Yeah.
I
Actually,
tell all my stories about divine intervention, saving my life, and stuff that get boring.
no. Well, the thing is, I mean, we'll talk about anything on my channel generally. I mean, archery is my preferred, but I'm good with. I'm a good conversationalist. I think I try to be. Try to hold up pretty much any conversation. I know Irish history. I know Renaissance fairs. I know medieval reenactments. I know rendezvous. I know,
Wait, how did you get into Renaissance fairs?
Actually, that is a funny story. I was actually in the Air Force at the time out in California, in Monterey, California, at the Presidio of Monterey. This was my second half of my first tour in the Air Force, and I met I was looking around trying to find something to do. I've heard about this group called the SCA, the Society for Creative Anachronism, and they were doing battles in full armor, but with wooden sticks of rattan.
Okay.
And I started going to their practices and watching, hanging out. They wanted me to fight, but I don't like getting hit. I'm an archer, not a fighter. And I got to events, got to do some shooting, and I won some competitions because I just love my bows. Picked up my first real, picked up a compound bow at first. Hated it. Got my first real recurve. Loved it. Still own it. Renaissance fairs are just amazing. And my first event for both SCA and Renaissance fairs was at a demo at a Renaissance fair. I was the standard bearer for the White Knight, which is really cool. And that was, oh man,
Yeah.
back
So
in.
you're like a squire.
Yeah, something like that. That was back in 1989. So it's been a while. And I've been shooting ever since. And even the year I got married, I went down to the kingdom that we belong to is called the Kingdom of Callantyr in the SCA. And I won the Yeoman Award at the archery competition that year. It was it was like a week before I got married to Jenny. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, busted knuckles are a thing, Aquarius. There's, but I'm more of an archer, so I try to stay away from the busted knuckles because I like being able to use my fingers. But oh my gosh, Hawaii! Did you see what Cliff said?
No, I have the StreamYard page up. Let me go look.
I'll show it to you. Okay, that's what he calls Hawaii.
Let's see. I don't see it.
It's on the screen. The StreamYard
Very
screen.
well, Sydney.
Okay, go back to StreamYard now. I went to the YouTube and go back to StreamYard.
Thank you, Sydney.
Hawaii.
Well, yeah.
Somebody's making fun of Hawaii. Okay, well.
Somebody from Albuquerque. If you go back to our previous conversation about Looney Tunes and Bugs Bunny making a left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, hang left at Albuquerque. Crap, where am I? I must have hung a left at Albuquerque. That was Bugs Bunny saying that.
If it's
Yeah,
all
Bugs
in the context of cartoon characters, I don't care. You can make fun of Hawaii.
No
Yeah.
one's making fun of Hawaii. We love Hawaii.
Oh, I love the Elvis Presley, Blue Hawaii. One of my favorite ones.
Well, the way I think of Hawaii, it's like it's like, it reminds me of an ex-girlfriend that I used to have.
Okay.
And that you knew the relationship was just never going to work, but she's just way too pretty to kick out of bed. That's what I think of Hawaii. It's a very beautiful place.
Pain in the ass, but too pretty to kick out of bed.
Yeah, way too pretty to kick out of bed.
You know what? It's a pain in the ass. Doesn't matter where you live.
Oh man.
Well, it's just very beautiful, and where I live now is just there's so much healing energy that just you can feel it emanating right out of the land, and if you're here long enough, and it's not like that everywhere, but here it is. And
Do you know what? It's pretty cool that you mentioned that, because that's kind of the exact same feeling I get anytime Johnny Harper does a video. Don't you just get that? Don't you just
I don't watch
feel
enough of
that?
his videos, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't have time to watch all the videos. I want to. It's just real life keeps me busy. And
Sure.
Well, what you could do, Hawaii, is if you get a chance to, obviously, on Thursday nights, probably around 3 or 4 your time, I go live here in Iowa, which is about 8 p.m. our time, which is you're 5 hours behind us. And you can catch Johnny usually on my channel then. And he's got so much energy. He's like enough for the Energizer Bunny to charge for about 5 years.
That's only on his days off, though, Colin. Like, he's working right now, right? So
Yeah.
Otherwise,
He-
he would be in here.
Yeah. Johnny actually chose the Thursdays off for me.
How cool is that?
Yep. So he could go, generally it's him, Cliff, and myself. The three amigos here, we just get up on our channels generally on Thursdays and
I
just
come in
talk
when I
about
can, but I mean,
Yep.
Broussard Homestead also goes live Thursdays at the same freaking time. So what I'm forced to do is bounce back and forth.
I used to run my life like around my live chats and live streams, but eventually, when Gun Channels finally shut down, it was like, I just let it go. And and when I sold my condo and actually moved up here to like the Volcano Prepper compound or whatever you want to call it up here in Volcano, I mean, I really had to let everything go I had to let everything go just to sell the place. Then I had to let everything really go to move up here. And when I moved up here, I had a never-ending list of stuff that needed to be done, projects, and they were all either emergency projects, critical projects. I mean, I'm nowhere near would be nice projects. Would be nice.
Well,
You know what? You make a really good point, and I mean, it is life before YouTube. Like, if for any of us who are content creators, go ahead and live your life. Live your life. Do what you do, and in the course of doing what you do, if you feel like filming something, what you're doing, go ahead and share it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That's how it should work.
I know, but but the way the algorithm works and people on YouTube, it's like you want to keep their attention, you have to have a regular schedule, like a regular live stream.
You got to
People know
post
when to
daily.
show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when you're going to drop videos on a regular basis, and I just can't live my life around that anymore. I
Well,
used to, I just don't.
Oh,
Okay.
myself, I don't
Hang on a
have a
second.
regular.
Wait,
Go
I
ahead.
just want to bring something up. Our good friend from Hawaii just mentioned right now. And it's a highly, highly important idea that's about balance.
Yeah.
Find
Um,
balance.
I mean, and the first thing you have to do, if you want to help anybody in this world, it's like, you know, when you're on an airplane and they tell you if the oxygen mask drop down, put the mask on yourself first so you can help the guy next to you. You know?
Yeah, copy that.
I bet it was.
I can't quite imagine.
Myself, well, you know, the reason I do Thursday lives because I mean, no one else was doing Thursdays, and I get to hang out with Cliff and Johnny for the most part. We
Now
could, you know,
Thursday is the new Friday or Saturday. Hey, fuck. Sorry, I didn't curse there. Delete that. But I decided to do my during the week live streams Monday at 7. Why? Because nobody's live then. But guess what? Everybody's live now on Monday at 7. So Monday is now the new Thursday or the new Friday or whatever. Because no one else goes live then. So everyone goes there. Guess I had the same idea.
well, I just picked Thursdays at 8 because I figured it was a good time. Nothing else was going on at the time, and I just kept it. And I don't really have a general content I put out because every time I try to put a topic, it doesn't stay. I actually tried to make a content where we didn't talk about food. It didn't happen.
Yeah, you probably ended up making a grilled cheese sandwich on that video.
Hey, my grilled cheese sandwich got over 200 views. I love that grilled cheese.
Buddy, Colin, I'm definitely going to live stream making a grilled cheese sandwich. And you got to trust me, it's not going to be 2 slices of white bread and with margarine and American cheese. It's not going to be that. It's going to be
Mine,
completely different.
oh, not as different as Grace's? Or whatever the Brute's $11 Bouchard cheese that whatever she had.
Well, I'm waiting for his.
Well, it's just wait for it, bro. Just wait.
I will. Mine was actually just American and mild cheddar, a medium cheddar. And I used it by and I flipped it in a cast iron skillet without
Colin, you saw what Johnny did.
Yeah. Okay, folks. I just got the word from my boss.
No,
It's time for my boss just told me to shut down.
We can get a sip of
It's after 1 in the morning.
All right, guys and gals.
Plant needs some sleep.
My boss is ordering me to shut down because I
Guys
get
and
loud.
gals, I'm going to take this opportunity. Thank you ever so much, Colin, our gracious host,
language.
for hosting this live panel. Guys and gals, go support Colin, Kincaid Outdoors if you can in any way whatsoever. $2, $5, $10, whatever you can do. Please go ahead and do that. Don't forget to hold up your brother and your sister. Stay well and safe. Don't ever look down on anyone unless you're about to hold them up. This is going to be North. Out for now.
Colin Kincaid, Kincaid Outdoors, out.
No, she doesn't actually.
All right, man. Thanks for the invite.
Anytime. I actually love hearing about what you go through in Hawaii and everything else. By the way, how'd the pineapple thing turn out?
I brought them over a serrated knife. They went out to the supermarket and they tested me. So I just put a towel with a Spyderco serrated knife on the one of the chairs on the lanai outside the rental, and they got back, and I'm sure they found it.
Okay.
Actually, I put it on one of the barbecues.
Okay.
Like 2 barbecues on that lanai. So, but I didn't offer them to actually shoot the pineapple for them with my shotgun.
That would have been funny, but I've got to go. I've got to get going.
Good night.
Night, brother. Be well. Be safe.
Yep.
Love you all.
See ya.